Hello, welcome to another stream with me. How are you getting on? Tonight we're playing another new game, a game that's new to me at least. This game is a kind of mystery point-and-click adventure with a kind of retro style, and I hope you like it. It is called Cathy Rain. That is right. It's gone. It was right there. Now it's back. There we go. It's here. It's Cathy Rain. It's a point-and-click game, and I hope you'll enjoy it. Let's put the music off and let's get started. So, new game, new stuff. Don't know what it's all about. It's about a detective apparently, because it says there, a detective is born. So what's it all about? Let's find out. Let the story begin, or something. Let the tale begin.
Hey, you. Hey.
Ugh, hey. What? Shouldn't seem very happy.
Oh, man.
What's the problem? Tired? Too much? I don't know.
God, this is so comfy. I'm just gonna lie here and suffocate.
Touch something just a little bit. Sorry, I just needed to adjust something very slightly.
On my own vomit now.
I had a thing I wanted to tell
She
you.
was. Tell me something. I know. Look at her.
This
Crosses
really
everywhere.
looks different when it's spinning.
So I was browsing through the used book ads in the paper when I...
Used book ads.
Listen, Eileen, I'm totally excited about books right now, but...
She's very excited
Wait,
about
hear
books.
me
That's
out.
good.
So I noticed
Depends
this
which books they are,
article
though.
about a war veteran from Conwell Springs who just died.
Like
I
just
remembered
this
that you
instant.
used to live there and everything, and
Wow.
Oh, how I wish for joyful, blissful sleep.
Wait. What's this
and
about?
get this, his name was Joseph. Joseph Rain.
What did you just say?
You
The
knew
same
him,
name,
right?
the same
I
surname.
knew it. I knew you'd know him.
I knew you'd know him. I knew you'd know him. Oh, there we go. Look, yeah, he was my grandfather.
Yeah, was my grandfather.
Was my grandfather. Well, he still kind of is, right?
Hey, wait a minute. I never told you where I grew up.
Yeah.
Oh,
How did she
well,
know that?
I might have sort of looked you up.
She's been
That
looking
is
me up.
not cool, Eileen. Seriously.
Yeah,
I just
what are
couldn't
you
help
doing?
myself.
Well,
Digging
one of
around
these
for
days you're gonna
information.
help yourself to a restraining order. I'm just telling you this as a friend.
I know.
Help herself to a restraining
Well,
order.
Anyway, you should know that the funeral is tomorrow.
Yeah, how far
Okay.
away is her home?
Are you gonna go?
I don't know.
Is she gonna go?
Good night, Eileen.
Good night. No,
Good
that
night,
doesn't really
Kathy.
work. Good night, Eileen. No. Just doesn't work in the same way, does it? So what have we got here? Day 1. 1995. Not that bloody alarm
God,
clock.
Make it stop.
Smash the alarm clock. How'd you do it? Oh, there we go. Turn it off. Bloody annoying.
Looks like Eileen left a note for me here. Hi, Kat. Since it's such a long drive, I set the
She
alarm.
set the
you
alarm
won't
so she won't miss the funeral.
Thank me later. E.
Oh, yeah, thanks
I'm
a lot.
so getting a new roommate.
What's in this
Well, I
room
guess I
anyway?
should get going. I'm late enough as it is.
Right, okay.
That movie's not out yet. It's a promo poster Eileen
She's got
got
a
for being
promo
an
poster
extra.
for a film that's not out yet.
She tells everyone who walks in here the same joke. Spoiler alert, the boat sinks.
What is it, Titanic?
I'm fairly sure it's about some guy who falls in love with his golden
What?
retriever.
I don't know what to make of that
I
as a
think
film.
that movie is about a girl and a boy who hate each other at first and then they fall in love for no reason at all.
I wonder what kind of stuff she's
Oh,
got.
Wait. That's every romantic comedy ever.
Okay.
Eileen's girly suitcase.
A
There's a sticker
girly
on it with her full
suitcase.
name. Eileen Mildred Summers.
Eileen
Mildred.
Summers Mildred.
Oh my god, I'm gonna get her for that. I wish I could wrap up that fact and save it for Christmas.
Do you? Okay. There's a mirror.
Makeup check, hair check, horrible mood, and
Oh, yeah.
contempt for humanity.
All of that stuff's in
check.
order. Good.
I
Use
can
that.
certainly see the appeal of blindly rummaging through Eileen's clothes, but seriously, I've got better things to do.
She's got better things to do, is she? Pink bear.
We meet again, Mr. Bear. Don't give me that look. It's
What?
not my fault
What?
you ended up so close to my lighter.
He ended up close to her lighter. Well, let's see if we can make him... She got it now. Oh, she has. Let's do that. Combine
Don't
with the
tempt
bear.
me.
Oh no, she doesn't want to set it on fire again. She set it on fire once before. She doesn't want to do it again. Okay, fair enough.
Eileen's schedule. There's a note for today.
Set alarm clock for Kathy. Can't have her miss the funeral. I mean, you could. You know.
Color printer. Super fancy, apparently.
A color
fact
printer.
Which Eileen
What's
loves to remind me of.
in 1995? Was that fancy to have a color printer? Oh, I suppose it might have been.
Eileen borrowed it from school. She takes a bunch of
suppose it might
computer
have been.
classes.
We've got a taser in there. There's a scanner.
It's some advanced scanner thingy. It can scan pictures, tapes.
It can
all
scan
sorts of stuff.
tapes. How does it do that? That looks like a phone.
Our room phone. It's got an external line.
Also, I can phone, like, I can do like a prank call. I don't have any numbers I can call.
Might want to pick up the handle first.
Yeah, I mean, I might, but maybe I don't want to. Okay, so there's a dorm room phone number and a... What, can we do this?
Nope, not gonna do that. I can't deny that I'm a childish person.
She's not going to call the emergency services and annoy them, which she should never do. I can't believe I suggested even
The
doing it.
Thing. One of my favorite horror
The Thing.
movies.
There we go, that's better. The Thing, not a film about some guy falling in love with a Labrador.
Just some random band poster.
A random band poster. Well, what
Pulp
band?
Fiction. Love that flick.
Give or take. Think about electric guitar.
My electric guitar. Got it cheap from a lesbian I met at a concert. Good times.
Okay. Is that particular part of the story necessarily? Well, doesn't really matter. You can see this side of the room's very messy. Very messy.
Messy. Just the way I like it.
As opposed to this one,
Eileen makes
which
her
is
bed
completely
with
fine.
surgical precision.
well, there's not much else to do in here, I don't think, anyway. It doesn't appear like there's anything useful. Where are we going now? We motorbike. We're going to the cemetery. Look, we can just ride along on our motorbike. Just having a good time. But I don't really care. Let's get to the cemetery and see what it's all about. I mean, we know what cemeteries are all about, right? I don't know why I had to say that. It's pretty obvious what the cemetery's all about. Let's go see, is the funeral over here, or over there, or...
Well, here we are.
Here it is. Okay, well,
Just
let's... What was
Guess
that?
not.
You
Dead
guessed
people
not.
Rule.
Dead people rule. Just light up a wee smoke, yeah? Okay. And then just flick it across the graveyard. Price. Oh, here we go, this will be it. I assume this will be the
We are gathered here
funeral.
today to honor a person of great integrity.
A person of
pillar
great
of the
integrity.
community and a decorated war hero. His name was Joseph Irving Rain.
Right.
We all remember his warm heart,
Her
his
granddad.
compassion, and his eagerness to help others. His passing, while our loss, is surely heaven's gain.
Is it? Okay.
Now we entrust our brother Joseph to
If you
God's
say
mercy.
so.
We commit his body to the ground, earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, in sure and certain hope of the resurrection to eternal life through our Lord Jesus Christ,
Oh.
who will transform our frail bodies
Of
so
course.
they may be conformed to his glorious body,
Of
who
course.
died, was buried, and rose again for us. To him
Apparently.
be glory forever. Amen.
Now shovel all the dirt in, quick. Who's this?
Oh, Kathy, you big baby. Just talk to her.
Yeah, talk to Mrs. Rain. Let's talk to Mrs. Rain.
Excuse me? Mrs. Rain?
Have we met, Anna? You look strangely familiar.
Strange.
It's me. It's Catherine.
Catherine?
Catherine Rain.
You don't recognize me? I guess it's been a while. I might be a bit taller than you remember me.
Kathy? Bless my soul. Look at you all grown up.
Yeah.
Oh, how I wish Joseph could see you now, finally coming home.
Just coming home
Let's hope
to
he can.
see
Wherever he
to
is.
come to the funeral though.
A comforting thought, dear. Lord, how long has it been? 10 years? 15?
How long has she been
15 sounds about right. I was 6
away
when
from her
Mom took me
family?
away.
Goodness, we have some
Right,
catching
so
up
she was
to do
taken away
again.
from her family. Okay.
I want to know everything. Listen, I'm not quite ready to leave yet, but why don't you join me at the house in half an hour?
Right. Okay. Yeah.
I'd
Sure.
love to. I passed it on my way here. It shouldn't be too hard to find.
I'll see you soon then. I'm so glad you found your way back home. I can't
Glad
wait
we
for
found
us
our
to
way
have a
back
chance
home.
to talk.
Same here. See you in a bit.
See you in a bit. Yeah. Right. So I guess we're going to her house. And like ride around on our motorbike for a
I'm
while.
sorry for your loss.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
Thanks.
See you
If
later,
you wish
pal.
to find God, the Church of the Holy Trinity is always
How
open.
does he know that she hasn't already
that
found
so?
it?
Here, have a brochure. It's
A
never too late to turn
brochure?
away from the path of sin.
And what makes you so
And
sure I'm
what
on a
makes you
sinful
so
path?
sure I'm on a sinful path, Father? Wouldn't you say that prejudice is but a small step from the 7 big ones?
Yeah, pretty much.
I simply meant that we are all sinful creatures.
Right,
child.
right, of course.
I hope to see you at the church.
Of course, that's what he
Don't
meant.
get your hopes up, buddy.
I'll pray for you.
That's what he meant.
I wish you comfort in this time of grief.
Just go away, mate. Just stop talking. Let him eat your dust. The bike makes like no noise. Even now, the bike makes like no noise. I guess we're going here to this house to see what that's all about.
Grandma?
Anyone
Anybody
home? Anyone home? Apparently not. Hey, look, there's a wheelchair.
Huh. Never seen this around. Grandpa must have used it towards the end.
Can I
An
use
old
it just for
wheelchair.
fun?
Not too
No, we can't use it. Let's go in the living room.
nice black leather coat. Nice
Wait.
black leather coat. Right up my alley.
Well, we got these lovely leather jackets for sale. Some nice leather jackets for sale, no?
Oh,
There she
hello,
is.
dear. I was just wondering what took
It
you
feels
so
like
long.
it wants
Sorry, I couldn't resist
to be a bit
taking
like
that
some
old
of the classic
wheelchair
sort
for a
of.
spin. Oh, don't give me that look. I put it back.
You haven't changed one
Give the
bit.
wheelchair a ride.
Always kidding around, just like when you were little. Come have a seat. We have so much to talk about.
Yeah, sure. Okay. What are we talking about? It's a slow beginning,
So,
isn't it?
Now, tell me about your life in the city.
Oh, there's not much to tell. I'm going to school for journalism. It's my 2nd year. I ride a motorcycle.
that's what
in
she's
case you missed it
journalist.
there up front.
Ah,
She's a
that's right.
journalist.
Just like your father.
Yeah, I suppose.
I must ask, have you heard anything from your father? Anything at all?
No,
Probably not,
nothing
right?
Since he
Yeah.
bailed way back then.
I expected as much. He disappeared without a trace.
Somebody that likes to
no
just
matter with
vanish
ancient history. How's Sharon then?
with no trace.
Mom is. I
She's
had
being
her committed
committed.
to a place where she could get some real help. I just couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that. In spite of everything that happened when she took you away.
Well, that's good to
Yeah,
that's
about
good to
that.
know.
I'm sorry
Good
I
to
didn't
know.
visit sooner, Grandma. Mom, she told me all these horrible lies about you and Grandpa. When I was
How'd
old
you know
enough
they're
to
lies?
understand
Maybe they're
what she
not.
was
Maybe they're
doing,
true.
I felt
Maybe
like
they're
it was
true.
Much too late.
It wasn't your fault, dear. You were a child. I'm just happy that you're here now.
So it sounds like she had a
Me too.
not ideal
So,
childhood.
what about you?
Did anyone?
How have you been doing all these years?
I've been lonely ever since the accident. There's no denying that.
What accident?
Maybe some people did. I don't know.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, what
Of
accident?
course you don't know. She took you away before it all happened.
Who had an accident?
Don't know what.
I will never forget that dreadful day. August 16th, 1981.
Yeah, what about that
It was
day?
the middle of the night when Sheriff Truman knocked
Sheriff
on our
Truman?
door. He
Is
had
that not?
Joseph with him. I couldn't even recognize Joseph at
Is
first.
that not a bit Twin Peaks?
All dirty and wet with an awful blank stare on his face, like his soul had
Feels
been
like to me.
ripped from his body. Since that day, he never spoke a word.
So her
Forever
granddad had an
confined
accident.
to that blasted wheelchair.
Got stuck.
Really? For all this
Got
time?
stuck in a wheelchair for
I
the
had
rest
no
of his life
idea.
because of it.
It came as a shock to all of us.
Yeah, it would be.
That's horrible, Grandma. I'm so sorry.
Thank you, dear.
At the moment, we're getting more talking than anything else, so...
Why do you think Grandpa suddenly left that night in 81?
Yeah, why? What
I
happened?
haven't the faintest idea. He acted very peculiar not long before it happened.
She suspected he
Disappeared
was
for hours at a time.
messing around
At
with
first,
someone
I even
else.
suspected he was having an affair. When I asked him about it, he
Could've
just
been.
said he was chasing old demons.
Any number of things he could have been
Must have
doing.
had something to do with the war.
PTSD.
Maybe it was post-traumatic stress
Yeah?
disorder? Grandpa always had a hard time showing
Yeah,
weakness.
but that might have nothing to do
I
with
don't
that.
know, dear. I'm just speculating. I didn't think too much of it at the time.
I suppose you wouldn't.
Joseph was a man of few
Suppose
words.
you wouldn't.
I'm sure he just didn't wish to burden me
Do,
with it.
do, do,
whatever
do,
it
do,
was.
do.
What did the
What did the
doctors have
doctors
to say
say?
about Grandpa's condition?
Hopefully something
Persistent
interesting.
Vegetative state. That's what they call it. I've heard it all by now.
A
One
seizure.
doctor said it was a stroke. Another claimed
I
it
don't
was
know.
a seizure. The third hack.
See,
tried
they've,
to sell
they
it
finally
off as a
announced
severe infection.
the big winner, as
It's
we know.
all a load
I wonder
of
what's going to happen
tripe.
now.
I had an MRI performed on Joseph. It's one of those state-of-the-art head scans.
That's all I want to say about that, really.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Yes, well, according to the scan, his brain was completely
At least on my stream,
intact.
because I don't want to have any
They
of
thought
that
it
sort of
was a
stuff.
technical problem at the time, some kind of glitch. But the result was the same after 3 different scans
But-
on 3 different machines. Eventually, they had to confess
Yay.
that they simply had no credible explanation for the state he was in.
And this injury
it should be
just
interesting.
happened to
See what
occur
they
on the
kinda-
very same night he
How
mysteriously
things go
disappears?
now, because of all that kind
Indeed.
of stuff.
I refuse to believe it was a coincidence.
And what about the police?
What did Sheriff Truman have to say
What did
about
Sheriff
the matter?
Truman have to say?
Not much.
Are we in
He said
Twin
they
Peaks?
simply found Joseph in that condition on
It
the
was Sheriff
outskirts
Truman,
of
wasn't it?
town.
I'm pretty sure.
The sheriff was convinced there was some kind of foul play involved, but the investigation turned up nothing.
Nothing.
He later said
Not
that
a
he was
thing,
sorry,
not a
but that
scrap
he was forced
Of
to
potential
close the
evidence.
case.
You know, I could try to find out more about this.
As a
You're welcome
journalist.
to try,
right.
dear. Some kind of closure would mean the world to me.
Okay, I think
So
I'll
we're
head
doing
over
this
to the
for
sheriff's
Grandma's
station for a little
closure.
chat then. Would be nice to witness police doing some actual police service
That
for
sounds like
once.
some kind of
Sure, you go
dreadful
ahead.
thing, actually.
Let me know if I can be of any
The
more.
way you say it, oh, it's Grandma's closure. Right, so we talked to her about the
Bye,
incident in
Grandma.
81.
I'll be back later.
We've
So
talked to her about
long.
that already, so... So long, farewell. Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. Anyway, we're gonna go and see if we can find out. Oh yeah, I can actually try and use the
it
wheelchair
was a
now.
joke, you know.
Oh, I thought you really wanted to ride the thing. Oh, there's some
a
boots.
mere single pair
Nick the
of boots
boots.
on display. Boy, do we live in different worlds.
A single pair of boots on display. I don't think they're on display. I mean, look at these lovely boots. They're not your boots. Okay, so we're gonna go and visit the sheriff's station. You can't have these boots, but here they are. Look, lovely and on display. I've got my hands there, and you've got no idea what I'm doing.
Hey, Sheriff.
So this will be the
What's
sheriff.
deal with that bum?
What's the deal with that bum?
The one in the
Um,
cell. Oh, I thought it was with you. Well,
Let's have a chat.
shit.
Well, shit. Yeah, I
Hi.
agree.
Hello.
Yeah, what can you help me?
Do I have to commit a
Is
crime
that it?
to get your
Hi,
attention?
hello.
Because I seriously will.
Hi, hello.
Ma'am, I'm really quite busy at the moment.
Doing what?
Hey, wait. I know you.
Do you?
I'm pretty sure you don't.
Yes, I do. You're Kathy. Kathy
Wow.
Rain.
My
He's not seen her in
reputation precedes
years,
me,
or someone's
in
not
a
seen her in
kind of,
years,
but not totally creepy way.
and
Aw,
immediately knew
come
it was
on,
her.
It's me, Lenny. Lenny Marks.
Lenny?
I'm drawing a blank.
Really?
Drawing
you
a
don't
blank.
remember us playing when we were little kids?
Yeah, well, she probably
Not
didn't have a great...
really.
She
Sorry,
said she didn't
buddy.
have a great childhood, so I'm assuming that
Oh, that's a bummer.
she'd
Anyway,
probably try
what
and
can I
shut
do
a lot
for
of
you
it
today?
away. I want to talk to the
I
sheriff.
wanted to ask if you know anything about my grandfather's accident.
Oh, he
I
won't.
really don't know much beyond the rumors.
Oh, alright.
The sheriff may have more information, but even he probably doesn't know anything that isn't in the report.
It happened before either of us worked here.
Okay. I
Okay,
think
well,
have a
I'll
chat
chat
with
to the
the
sheriff. He
then.
might have a slightly
thing.
better memory
His
than you.
office is to your right.
Well, thanks for that.
Well, gotta go.
See ya.
Yeah, bye then. Are we going to uncover some massive mystery in this small town? Let's chat to him and see what he's got to say.
Hello, Sheriff. Do you have a moment?
Not really. Make it quick.
Not really, make it quick! Let's see
Do
if
you
he
know
knows
what
anything
happened
about
to
it.
Joseph
Probably
Rain in
not.
81?
Or
had
he
a
won't
stroke
tell
in
me
the
if he did.
woods, That's what happened.
He had a what?
If that's all there is, why
Lewd
would Sheriff
conduct
Truman
in a
open
public
an
place.
investigation?
It was just standard procedure. A general occurrence report always has to be filed.
I see. Did you know him at all?
No, I haven't been in town for long.
I mean,
Man
it wasn't
sure has
worded
one hell of
very
a
well, was it?
reputation, though. It's been
He had
over
a stroke in the
decade since he
woods.
was put in that wheelchair, and people still talk about the man he used to be. It's like he was a cult leader or something.
Maybe he was. Maybe he was a
Sounds like
cult leader. Maybe he
conspiracy
was
theory
like,
to me.
Could be, but you know what they say.
who knows?
Things too good to be true usually are.
If it's too good to be true, it usually is. Can I get the police
Could I
report?
have a look at that report?
Doubtful.
Absolutely not. They're official police
Yeah,
documents.
she won't give it to me.
Why not? I thought filed police reports are public record.
Not
Not
if
in
they
this
don't want
day
them
and
to
age.
be, right? Oh, come on. What's the big deal?
But
Or,
I'm
yeah, family. Doesn't that count for
count
something?
for something?
You consider yourself family? I've never even seen you before in this town.
It's because I've been away from the
It's
town for
complicated.
years.
Guess what's complicated? Not to mention illegal.
Mm.
Handing out evidence to anyone who asks for
But
it.
it's a closed case. It's not evidence anymore, is it?
Aw, come on, Sheriff. What's the big deal? It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
It would make this girl very.
Is the case
very
still open?
happy.
Are you
Because
trying
if
to
it's
use
not still open, what's the
flirtation on
problem?
An officer of the law?
Uh.
Well, that shit may work on numbnuts like Lenny, but I got work to do.
Oh, it might work on Lenny. All right, cool.
Lenny, a little help here? Don't you agree that he's taking by the book too far?
Well, boss.
She's his
she is
granddaughter.
Granddaughter, really. I don't think it's any.
Of your
Don't you
business.
think I know that? There are rules. Am I the only one in here who cares about the law?
Too
I don't
much
know, are
coffee?
ya?
Try not to pop a vein.
Which law in
You
particular?
wanna
Just
see the inside of a cell.
Oh,
I-
cuff
I
me,
don't think they-
officer.
I don't think that they-
Spare me the torment of your rhetorical
too bad. Once
questions
you've
and
seen one
veiled
cell, you've probably
threats.
seen them all, right?
Just follow the rules like everyone else. I've had enough of this nonsense.
Rules or laws?
Fine.
Which one is it? Let's chat to him. Maybe he'll let me gain access to things if I talk to him.
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy. What's up?
Let's see. Is she going to try and convince him to let her in
Hey,
for the police
I need
report?
to see the police report from 81 when my grandfather was found by the old sheriff.
I'd love to help, Kathy. The files are right here behind me. But you better check with the
Yeah,
sheriff
but he won't.
first.
He won't let
Okay,
me.
I'll do that.
Right. So there's
Well,
nothing I
gotta
can
go.
do.
See ya.
Maybe I can just sneak into the back of
Look-
the.
I wonder what's behind those doors.
Maybe something. Maybe we can do something there if we just go. Let's go and see.
How's the paperwork coming along, Lenny?
Oh.
Okay, I guess. Maybe halfway through.
He wasn't looking. He got called away briefly, shall we say? Let's chat to this guy. See if he knows anything about anything of any interest.
What? I can't hear you.
What? Hey, what? Can I have the mop? I don't want to clean the floor. Maybe I can turn the TV off and then I'll understand what he's saying.
Thanks. That was getting annoying.
There we go. Hey, wait, what happens if we, like, go...
Oh,
Ha! Ha! Doesn't like me turning it back on. Okay, let's have a chat to this guy then.
Hey.
hi there.
What are you in
so,
for?
Why'd they put you in that cell?
Well,
What are you in for?
it's all just a big
Bouncing pennies off the
misunderstanding.
Is that
sheriff's
so?
head.
Yeah, I didn't mean to steal anything. I was just using my pockets to move the beer. to the
Right,
checkout.
yeah, that makes perfect
That's the
sense. I see
worst
people do that all the
excuse I have
time.
ever heard.
You know, you just
For
stick the
your
beer in your
information,
pocket.
I happen to have a
and you
deadly
take it up
fear
to
of
the till.
shopping carts.
I take my last statement back.
Take it out
This
again.
excuse is even worse.
Hey, it wasn't your father who was killed by a shopping cart when you were 8.
I
That,
sure
that-
hope
that's
not.
that's true, yeah.
To be fair, mine wasn't either. It was just Uncle Bob. But that
Alright.
doesn't mean it was any less traumatic, mind you. To this
Yeah,
day, I
Uncle
still
Bob,
get
we're not too
nervous
worried about
breakdowns
Uncle
in
Bob,
grocery
right?
stores.
I think I've heard enough, buddy.
Everyone
You're
tried
right.
to make sure
We
he
should
never did
stop
his
before
party
the
trick
flashbacks
and
begin.
You need to keep the blonde cop out there busy for a
keep the
while.
blonde cop
I
busy
do?
for a while.
$10 says you do.
I'd say my services in this
10
matter are worth
bucks?
at least $20.
Yeah, well, 10's all you're
9.
getting, so
15.
8.
Fine.
we're
10.
gonna be 10.
7.
Yeah.
Deal.
Nah,
Good.
talked
So
him down
what?
to 7.
What am I doing here?
You shouldn't have haggled, mate.
Distract that young cop in the lobby. I don't care
How's he
how
gonna
you
do it when he's in a
as long
cell?
as you keep him occupied for a while.
Okay then. Let me know when.
Will do.
But hopefully Lenny will go away and we can look at the files.
Hey, the jail is off limits. You shouldn't be in there.
Oh,
Unless
sorry.
someone puts
I
me in
just
there,
heard
though,
someone
right?
yelling.
Yeah,
I think that guy in the cell needs some help.
he's freaking out. You can just deal
what
with him.
now?
Okay, I have to make
Files.
this quick.
Do the files. Search for anything. Unless the file's behind him, but he suggested it was behind
Okay,
there,
let's
so
have a look.
1981. Rain was fiercely collecting. Oh, here we go. Individual was encountered on the side of the dirt road a few miles from Conwell Springs, blindly walking forward with his eyes wide open. Subject was identified as Joseph Rain. He did not respond when touched or spoken to. He appeared to be dirty from head to toe and wet up to his knees. He was fiercely clutching a small tape recorder complete with tape. Being cooperative, he could be led into the squad car and transported back to town. Picked up Mrs. Rain and brought her along with Mr. Rain to the emergency room at the community clinic. Upon routine inspection of the patrol car, a tape recorder was found discarded on the back seat, filed as evidence in locker number 5.
I'm gonna have to get my hands on that recorder.
Oh. How are we going to do that?
Okay, let's
So now
find the
she's
key to
nicking
locker number
keys
5.
out of the drawer in the
it.
police station. And what now? What's she going to do now? Where do we go to find the documents? I think it was in there actually. I think there was like a desk and there were some filing cabinets or something. See if we can sneak through here again.
Lenny, I need you to do something.
Yeah, he's shouting Lenny again.
It's my mother's birthday this weekend. You'll have to
And we're away. There's something up there, so let's see what all that is. Do I need a key for a bunch of boxes? Oh, here we go. Lockers. I don't need to open all the evidence lockers, just one of them.
Alright, got it.
She's got the tape recorder.
Just a bunch of boxes filled with office supplies.
What's that up there? I can't look at any of that stuff
A
up there.
computer monitor. Probably recovered stolen goods.
It's
There's
an
no
old
way
CRT
small-town
monitor.
cops would be that up to date with the modern world.
That's, well, okay, yeah, I suppose it probably would have been up to date in 1995. Oh, bulletin
No
board.
wanted posters. I'm disappointed.
Ah, there are no wanted posters on the bulletin board. That is a shame. Now let's get out here again. Right, let's have a quick look at this.
Hey, Sheriff, what's the deal with that bump?
I shouldn't mess around with a recorder in here. They might
The one in
notice
the
that I
cell.
took it.
Maybe I can go in there again.
Well, shit.
Well, shit. Maybe I can listen to it in the prison cells. There we go. We can listen to it here.
Note to self.
Let's hear.
Remember, the perfect bouquet consists of 3 red roses, a blue violet, and 2 yellow tulips.
That's good advice,
I've been
apparently.
working on my research in the attic at night. I just don't want her to worry.
Research in
She
the
has
attic.
enough to think about with everything that's been going on lately.
So what's...
With Sharon and Kathy. Anyway,
With Sharon
I'm
and
getting
Kathy.
closer to finding the source.
Anyway.
I have a theory, but I need help.
Gonna have
I'm
to
gonna have to
involve
involve somebody
somebody
else.
else. So, the attic. We've learned something more about something. Well, let's get out of here then. Let's leave! Let's chat to Lenny. See what he's
Hey,
saying.
Lenny.
Hello, Kathy. What's up?
Nah, I don't want to ask him about
No, we're not
that.
going to ask him about the attic. Okay. I don't want to ask him about any of this stuff either. I'm not showing him any of this stuff. Are you
Well,
mad?
gotta go.
See ya.
Bye then. Have a good night.
Hey, Kathy, wait.
Oh, what?
What?
Do you eat foot? I mean,
Do I eat
food?
fruit?
Absolutely not. I
The
feed on human
hell?
misery.
Do you eat fruit?
Relax, Lenny.
No, I don't.
Yes, I
don't
do
eat food.
Oh, well, great.
This doesn't taste very
Can I buy
nice, you know.
food sometime? And also buy food for me?
I mean, you can
and
buy food
then
for you whenever you
maybe
want, pal, but
We can eat the food together?
I'm really busy right now.
I'd rather eat a
Maybe
fruit.
later.
Oh, okay.
I
See
didn't
ya.
say I'd rather eat a fruit. You need to say I'd rather eat a fruit. Right, so presumably I've got to go back to the house. And then try and go up to the attic. Hopefully she'll be able to rest to sleep here, but I don't know. Yeah, we definitely... So it's a murder mystery, is it? Or a mystery about
Oh, hello,
something
dear.
that happened earlier on in her granddad's life. I don't have to sit on the sofa again to talk to her, do I? Why?
Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Just about one thing, really.
Not at all, dear. What's on your mind?
Tell me about your attic.
Would you mind if I took a look in the attic?
I suppose it would do no
Have you
harm.
not been there?
Come
She's
with
not gone
me.
up to look in there.
Thanks, Grandma.
You're welcome, dear.
Right.
Be careful now.
Okay.
The bulb looks burned out. I'll have to replace it.
Right, well, there's no bulbs up here, are there? I can't see anything up here to decide to make any use of the bulb. Oh, can we get a bulb out of the lamp? Or out of the ceiling lamp? There
Free
we go.
light bulb. Score.
I mean, it's not really a free light bulb. It's one that you might have to put back afterwards. But for now, combine that with that light bulb, combine the light bulb with the light bulb.
There we go.
Hopefully that'll just turn on. Oh, there we go. We've got some light. Let there be light, as they say. Okay, so what have we got around us? What's that?
Mr. Bear. How did you get all the way
Mr.
up
Bear?
there?
Why?
Good idea. You just keep watch. I'll do
Why
the
do
searching.
kids come up with really unimaginative names for teddy bears? I don't know. Right, so what's here? There's a briefcase that I can see. We've got a 6-digit combination to that locked briefcase. Don't know what the combination to that's going to be. But let's just see if there's anything else. There's a maths book, a math book if you prefer. I think it's a maths book. Don't know why how I worked that out. It is. Can I look at this? The Secrets of Infinite Numbers. Got bookmarks. Pi 3.14159 26535897993 blah 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 blah. A blue bookmark for Fibonacci numbers 1 1 2 3 5 8 13 21 and prime numbers 2 3 5 7 11 13 17 19 etc. Was there not something about that in the I'm sure there was something about
That action does.
Oh, wait a minute. What if I'm sure
I
there was
don't
something
see
about
how that-
numbers on the tape, wasn't there? Oh, wait. Wind it back first.
Note to self. Remember, the perfect bouquet consists of 3
3,
red roses,
1, 2.
a blue violet, and 2 yellow tulips.
Does that mean anything?
I've been
do you
working on
think?
my research in the attic at night. I just don't want her to
3,
worry.
1, 2.
She has enough to think about with everything that's been going on lately. With Sharon and Kathy. Anyway, I'm getting closer to finding the source. I have a theory, but I need help. I'm gonna have to involve somebody else.
Nothing else on there. 3, 1, 2 there was a kind of combination of numbers there. Let me think. But I don't really know if that helps me that much. Could be Fibonacci numbers. I don't think it is though. 3, 1, 2. Nah, it doesn't really help me, does it? Or does it? 2, 3, 5. think I understand.
An old typewriter covered in cobwebs.
I think I know what it is. Two. Just think again. Two. I guess 235. Right, yeah. 235131, I think, is the answer. I think. Let's find out.
Yes!
Yeah. Open it up. We've got an envelope. Take that. And what else have we got? Is that it? Nothing else of interest? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Let's take a look inside the envelope in our inventory then.
Let's
Open
see
that.
what's in here.
What have we got?
There were
What have we
two
got?
pictures, a newspaper clipping, a key, and a tape inside.
Right, okay, so we got a tape, a clipping, and a lot of other stuff. Let's see what
Tragic
this is.
drowning in Conwell
A drowning in
Springs.
Conwell Springs.
In early morning on Sunday the 14th, a teenage girl found dead near Conwell Lake. The girl is survived by her mother, father, and younger brother. The funeral service will be held
So
at
he
the
was.
Conwell
So
Cemetery
if he was
on the
at that
21st of
place,
July.
then he was
The notice is
investigating
dated
that, right?
July 15th,
I just realised something.
1975. Tragic
Sorry, there we go.
story. I wonder why Grandpa saved this.
That looks a bit better, right? You can actually see what's around. So now we've got a drowned teenage girl. What else can we do? Can we combine that with the cassette player? And let's play this tape.
You've reached the Rain residence.
But, what?
Leave a message after the beep.
It's an answering machine message.
Hello, Joseph, Mrs. Rain.
Who's
It's
this?
me, Charles.
It's me, Charles.
I'd give you a
Thought I'd give you a call.
Erica just had her first
Tell you that
boy.
I'm,
It's a boy. Thankfully, he looks nothing like his father.
It's nothing like his father.
Listen, I was thinking maybe you'd like to come and visit.
Oh yes, rather.
And what about your little cat?
Come visit.
Maybe she wants to see the baby.
Maybe. Probably not, though.
Anyways, hope to see you soon. All the best. Bye.
And then some static. Wait, is there anything else after? Oh, here we go.
People make me sick. We're never coming back.
Never
Don't
coming
call,
back. Don't call,
write.
don't write.
If you ever try to contact us, I will call the police.
Is that her mother making that call, I wonder?
Joseph, you there? It's me.
Oh, so this is like Cocky.
It happened to me too.
What? An interesting name.
Not going to tell any of those bastards.
They got it all wrong.
You're the only one I trust now.
Cocky.
Call me back as soon as you can.
It's an interesting use of it. It's an interesting name for someone. Was that it?
I wonder who this Cocky is.
Who knows? Don't want to. Maybe don't want to say that name. Maybe it's a dangerous name. Let's try speaking. What else was in that? Photo of soldiers.
Grandpa in uniform with two
A
other
grandpa
men. Something is handwritten on the back.
and someone else.
Flight training. McConnell Air Force Base, 1941.
So there we go. They were being trained at an Air Force base. Right, let's go see if her grandmother knows anything about any of this. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Oh, hello, dear.
Let's see if she knows anything about any of this stuff that we found up there. That's an overexposed photograph.
Looks overexposed. I can't make much out.
Trees.
I think I see trees in the background, but
But
most of
otherwise
the
just an
picture is just
overexposed
bright
image.
light.
Okay, well. See what she thinks of that photo. Also,
Look
we
at
need to
this
ask about
photo
that
I found
newspaper
in the
clipping
locked
to find out what.
briefcase.
Goodness, I haven't seen that picture in years.
Bringing out
This
good
was
memories,
taken when
maybe.
Joseph
Hey, it looks
was
like there's two
stationed at
eyes on that
McConnell Air
bookcase there.
Force Base.
You see that?
That's him right there on the
Right there.
left.
It looks like
What
there's
about
two
the other
eyes
two?
staring out of the
I
bookcase.
don't remember the name of the smiling man in the back. The The gentleman on the right was
Charles
Joseph's
Wade.
best friend. Charles Wade.
Did he have a nickname? Okay, well let's just... I want to show her the other stuff first.
Well, gotta go, Grams. Talk to you.
Bye, Kathy.
I want to show her all the other stuff that was in there. See if she knows anything about... I don't know. See if she knows anything about this.
Grams, can you tell me anything about this picture?
Probably not. Just a blank
It
white...
looks awfully bright. Perhaps something was wrong with the camera.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I
Exposed
should
to a
try
lot
to
of
figure
light.
something out tomorrow at the university.
I don't know if you're going to be able to do an awful lot with the photo, to be honest, but okay.
Bye, Grandma. I'll be back later.
Let's ask her... Let's
So long.
show her... There's also that newspaper thing that was like, why did he keep this? What reason did he have
Do
for
you know
keeping
anything
this?
about this story, Grandma?
Not much, dear. It was the saddest thing.
Hmm.
The girl was only 16 years old.
Was she?
We never really knew the family. They preferred to keep to themselves.
Right.
Do you remember their names?
So why was he that interested then?
Let me think.
If these were people that kept to
I'm awfully
themselves,
sorry, dear. I just can't
and there was no kind of...
That's quite all right, Grandma. I was just
interest in
wondering why
them.
Grandpa would have wanted to save this.
Why was he keeping the
Joseph was
article?
always deeply affected by the tragedy of
strange.
others. Perhaps he wanted to do something for the family to ease their pain.
Oh, why would he keep the
In
article?
any case, he didn't speak to me about it.
Okay.
It sounds like she's on some kind of medication.
Does the nickname
Tell me who Cocky is.
mean anything to you?
Sounds vaguely familiar. It reminds
aviator
me of the
call
aviator
signs.
call signs Joseph and his friends gave.
Who
one
knows what
another.
people what they call each
Joseph
other now?
was vigilante.
Vigilante?
Can't count the number of
Well, he
times
just
he
went
got
out on
into
his
trouble
own
for
and did
breaking
stuff
the
without
rules.
authorization.
To this day, I have no idea how he always managed to land on his feet.
Must be hereditary, given the things I've gotten away
Must
with.
be.
Every time
Must
I wake
be.
up, I am genuinely surprised that I'm not in jail.
You don't want to maybe tell your grandmother this.
I'm sure it's not that bad, dear.
Oh, it is. It
But
really is.
To get back to the subject, you don't have any idea of who this Cocky is?
I'm afraid not, but the Air
She
Force
doesn't
might
know.
be a good place to start.
Oh yeah, they might know the call signs. Call sign.
Can you tell me anything about McConnell Air Force Base?
Yeah.
It's not very far from Conwell Springs. Joseph was stationed there for some time during the war. I
Right.
believe they're still training young pilots there today.
Alright, so it still exists as a...
So, when did Grandpa enlist in the Air Force?
What year is this?
Oh,
95,
he was barely
so...
past the honeymoon when Joseph left to fight in that
So it was-
terrible war.
right, so it
Together
was
with his best
Second
friend
World War.
Charles and my brother Andrew. Those were nerve-wracking years. I was so worried I thought I would burst.
You're not a balloon, so it's
Every
fine.
short visit
Don't worry,
from
if
Joseph
you're
was
not a
a
balloon, you shouldn't
joy.
burst. I don't
But he
think.
kept
I mean,
going back to the front.
again, you know.
To my great dismay. When I told Joseph about being pregnant with your
Who
father,
the fuck
he
knows?
finally realized that enough was enough. He had done his duty. Shortly thereafter, he returned to a quiet farmer's life in this very house, helping your great-grandfather with the crops until he
Is that, is
passed.
it? I don't know. Tell me about Charles
What can you
Wade.
Tell me about Charles Wade.
Well, I do know he has made quite a name
What,
for
so he's
himself
like
since he and Joseph went to war together.
Rich or
Apparently, he came up with
famous
some
or...
brilliant piece of engineering for the airplanes. They use it everywhere now.
Do they? What
Any
was
idea
it?
how to get in touch with him?
I'm afraid not, dear.
Maybe he's still
I
at the...
haven't seen him for years.
If he's such an important
He
person
and
to the
Joseph
military,
grew
maybe
apart before you were born.
maybe he still works at the Air
Any
Force Base.
particular reason
The Air
for that?
Force Base? What's
Oh,
that all about?
Uh,
The Air Force
that I know
Base.
of.
The Air Force Base. I don't really want to ask
See you
her
later,
about that,
Grams.
'cause she's the one that told
Take
me that
care,
it might be a
dear.
call sign, to be honest. But maybe somebody at the Air Force Base can tell us. In fact, do you know what? That's an option to ask her about, so I'm going to ask her about it anyway, just to be on the safe side.
Oh,
There might be a reason why that's an option. So let's you know,
Mind if we talk for?
not at all.
let's ask her it anyway,
I
just
don't
to
see a reason to ask her about
expose
that.
all the possible answers. Right, there we go.
Well, gotta go, Grandpa.
Bye,
It was
Kathy.
pointless asking her. But now we know it was pointless asking her, rather than just walking away and missing out on some key piece of evidence. Maybe we can use the phone in the phone book. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If we go to the phone book, we can find the Air Force Base or find Charles Wade. Search.
All right, got it.
That's McConnell Air Force Base. And what about Charles
Damn,
Wade?
No Charles Wade in here. Was worth a shot, but being rich and famous and all, I guess he's got a hidden number.
He might not be famous.
No hit for Wade Industries either, but it was
Wade
kind
Industries.
of a long shot for them to have an office in this small county anyway. I should try to get a hold of him some other way.
Right, how are we going to do that? Cocky.
Nah, nothing like that in here.
I didn't think there would be. Drowned teenage girl.
Nothing like that in here.
Nothing about the, Okay, so, who was that? Wait. Phone book. I
got that number.
Yeah, I know, and I want to call it, so pop the phone up. Let's dial McConnell Air Force Base.
McConnell Air Force Base, how can I help you?
Hi. I was just wondering if you had time to answer
Yeah,
a few
can you answer
questions?
some questions?
Thing, ma'am. Ask away.
Ask you some questions. I want them answered immediately.
Do you recognize the aviator call sign, Cocky?
Afraid not, ma'am. I know all the call
He knows
signs
it's not
here,
a
and I'm
current.
positive it's not one of them.
It's not a
This
current
isn't
call
current,
sign.
though. It might have been used as early as World War II.
Does he have any way of finding that out?
That's unfortunate. We don't keep any official records of call signs. The only option I can think of is to get a hold of somebody.
Right.
from around
Okay.
that
So we
time.
need to find
Any
somebody from then.
suggestions?
The only person I can think of who is still alive would be Charles Wade.
Charles Wade.
All
There
right,
we go.
thanks.
So
My pleasure, ma'am. Anything else I can help you with?
yeah, quite a few things. Tell me if you know
Do you
anything
know
about this.
anything about what happened to Joseph Rain in '81?
I know that he was no longer stationed here at the base at that
There we go.
time. He'd left the Air Force decades
So they
earlier.
knew about him even though he
But as a
hadn't been in the Air
Commonwealth
Force for
Marine citizen,
years.
Sure, I've heard the rumors just like everybody else. How he was found by the sheriff all messed up.
So he's heard
walking out of
rumours.
the woods with some kind of
But none of these
brain
rumours are
damage.
particularly helpful.
Any theory as to
For
what
me.
he was doing out there?
I'm afraid not, ma'am. But I'm positive that it had nothing to do with this base or our operations here.
He's
Okay.
positive. He knows
What
for
can you tell me
absolute
about his
certain.
service at McConnell?
Well, Joseph Rain is a legend around here.
Yeah.
A pile of metals weighs more than my car.
What kind of car have you
I was
got? Like a
fortunate
toy
enough to meet
car?
him before he suffered his injury, and I must say, what an inspiring man.
Well, before he suffered his injury, he was a very inspiring man.
Any idea of why
Afterwards,
he quit?
not so
he looks
much.
so happy in the pictures from the war.
Oh, your family, ma'am?
Granddaughter.
Yeah.
Then I'm sorry for your loss. I heard about his recent passing.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, buddy. So, about him quitting.
I shouldn't speak ill of the dead, but some say the war broke
Well,
him.
quite possibly.
PTSD.
Unfortunately, it happens
Me?
to a lot
I
of
don't
people,
think
doesn't
so.
it?
When I met him, he had this aura about him, like he wasn't afraid of anything.
Although it usually
Maybe
manifests
he was
itself
guilty.
pretty quickly,
He
doesn't it? I
ended
mean, I
a
don't
lot of
know.
lives, but that's just me speculating.
Gotcha. Thanks
I
for
think
the
it's not
thoughts.
something that happens like 50 years later or something, is it, normally?
What can you tell me about
What's,
McConnell Air Force
what's
Base?
his interest going to be in a
This
drowned
is
child?
one of the oldest Air Force bases in the U.S., established during World War I. The main purpose of it is to train fighter
I
pilots.
don't, probably
The
not, right?
McConnell Flight School is well renowned all around the country. In the late 80s, the school started accepting a limited number of civilian applicants due to the high demand.
Okay.
Some of the most famous dogfighters in U.S. history, such as
Ethan Fireball Jenkins.
Vigilante Rain,
Joseph
and
Rain.
Brett Xavier Myers trained at this very base.
Alright,
Charles
well,
Wade, the great
if
industrialist,
Cocky
did
was a
too.
call sign
Some
and
claim
he
that
was
many of
working
his
with them,
revolutionary ideas
surely
came from the former chief mechanic here, the late Niles Bloom.
Interesting.
Niles Bloom.
Thanks for the history lesson.
Very interesting.
I'm trying to get a hold of Charles Wade. Would you happen
Yeah,
to know
would
how to
he?
reach him?
I'm sorry, ma'am, but Charles Wade is a public figure.
Hmm.
He has explicitly asked us not to provide his contact details to anyone.
Is there any way you could make an exception? I really need to talk
Maybe
to
we
Mr.
could
Wade.
say
Can
it's.
do. I can't really help you out unless you have some sort of
Oh, there we go. Official business. So pretend to be the police.
I do have official business. I'm Deputy Reagan.
You can't.
I'm
what?
calling from
You
Caldwell
can't say you're a
Springs Sheriff's
deputy after
Department.
previously saying.
Try. You know what caller ID is? You can clearly see that you're not calling from the station. Goodbye.
Damn, I can't pull that off if I call from here.
No, we'll have to go to the sheriff's office to pretend then, won't we? It's the only option. Right, so we need to do that. There's nothing we can really do here. We need to head to the police station, maybe? But tell you what we're going to do. We're going to try and go to the cemetery, see if we can find out anything about that girl that went missing. Or that died, whatever it was. Why he's so interested. See if we can find anything about it. We probably have to go to the sheriff afterwards to make the call to McConnell, but, you know. Let's go inside. The spacebar? What's the spacebar do? Ah, I'd rather not do that. But, but thank you very much. It always makes things a bit too easy sometimes, that, doesn't it? Let's have a look at this.
Price.
Yeah, but it's good to know, because, you know, sometimes you do these things and you're sitting there and you're like, what do I do now? You might miss something. But it's good to know that that's an option. David Spielman, I don't think that's really anything that we want. Eric Mitchell.
Alright, this is the right date. Looks like her name was Lily Myers. I should try to get a hold of her.
So what's that? That's the girl that died then. Lily Myers. Does anybody know her name? The hell?
I wonder what that kid is doing here all alone.
He's a creepy child, and he's at her granddad's. Oh, it's the It's a group that I'm kind of part of on here in general.
Hey, kid.
Hi,
So it's just something we have to put into the
None of your
into the
business.
titles of our
I like you, kid.
streams.
You're not here alone, right? Where's your mom?
Oh, she's around.
Yeah. His mum's around. Is that all he's going to tell me?
I don't see her.
You must be blind or something.
I'll go look for your
There's
mom,
nobody,
okay?
unless you
Don't
mean
go
she's
Whatever.
in the grave. What are we doing? Is there anyone here? Is this boy... Well, that's alright. Thank you very much for dropping by. Hopefully I will. We'll see. Have a good one. I've got a suspicion about this boy. Because there was nobody here. Yeah, he's disappeared. He's probably not even a real person.
Guess he found his mom.
Conwell Springs, Tombstone and all the rest of it. Well, that's all interesting. But there's not really anything else here, is there? Just get out of here. I mean, we found out something, at least the grave of the girl, so we now know what her name was. Not just some random... Sorry, I mean, we know what her name was already, but... Find out some other information that might have been useful about her. So let's go to the sheriff's and see if we can make a call to the Air Force Base from there. That'll make them think I'm calling from the police. How am I going to convince them to... How am I going to convince them to do this? Maybe we can find out something.
Okay, I guess. Maybe halfway through.
I need him to distract again. Maybe we can find a file about
Hey.
that girl's death. Hi there! I need a distraction again.
I needed to puke again anyway.
Good
I
to
needed
know.
to puke again anyway. Nice. You needed to puke again anyway. Good. Hey, he's being sick out there.
Guess what?
That's the thing around her
He's
neck.
having some kind of fit in there.
I thought she'd somehow, her jaw had turned blue.
Here we go
Right.
again.
So let's search the files. And see if we can find anything about the death of that girl.
Okay, there's gotta be something in here about Lily
Yeah.
Myers' death.
Anything?
Okay, what do we have here?
I don't know, what do we have here? Emergency services are called by a resident near Conwell Lake. Reports that a young female approximately 16 years old has been found dead floating in the water, presumably drowned in the lake. She's not wrapped in plastic, is she? Officers arrive at the scene, EMTs en route, delayed by fog. The body's fully clothed and there are no apparent signs of foul play. Incident declared as a likely accident. A sweep of the residence reveals a suicide note matching victim's handwriting. Witnesses report earlier mental health problems. EMT arrives, she's declared dead by medical personnel, transported to the city morgue. Now, the coroner's report received, cause of death is determined to be drowning, no exterior signs of struggle. Suicide confirmed.
Looks like somebody did a Virginia Woolf. I wonder if there's more to it.
Maybe. Right, let's try calling the Air Force Base here. Pick up the phone. McConnell.
McConnell Air Force Base, how can I help you?
Hi. I was just wondering if you had time to answer a few questions.
Maybe.
Sure thing, ma'am. Ask away.
All I want to ask you about is... I don't know. What do I want to ask him about?
I'm trying to get a hold of Charles Wade.
Yeah.
Would you happen to know how to reach him?
I'm sorry, ma'am, but Charles Wade is a public figure.
He is a public figure. You've said this to me
there any
already.
way-
No can do.
I
So
do
we know this.
have
We did this
official
already.
business.
Pretend to be
I'm
a cop.
Deputy Reagan. I'm calling from
I can see that you're actually calling from the station. You say you're a cop? You don't sound like a cop.
Why not? Yeah,
What the
accuse
hell
him
is
of
that
that.
supposed to mean? It's just because I'm a woman, right?
In
Women
1995,
don't
why
belong
would...
in law enforcement. Is that what you're saying? That's
Just push him a little
so
bit.
Sexist.
And then he'll
that's
answer the
possible.
question.
Do you have any idea what I have to go through every? Nobody takes me
Just pushing
seriously.
it. Just pushing
the
it.
dirty
Just
looks,
pushing it enough
the
to...
sexual innuendos. I've.
Relax, okay? I'll
Yeah,
check
give me the
files.
files. Right now.
It's 555-7641.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy.
Just like push him and push him and push him and then go, thanks a lot. Well, should we try and call them? See if he answers the phone. See if we can get anyone. The Wade
Hi,
residence?
This is Kathy Rain. I'm calling for Charles
Please,
Wade.
Charles Wade, please.
He doesn't live
Is
here
he
anymore.
here?
What's this about? What do you want with my father?
Oh, he doesn't live in his own
I'd
house.
just like to have a quick word with Mr. Wade. It's about my grandfather, Joseph Rain.
So?
You're 20 years late, girl. My father has neither time nor energy to deal with you people.
What people?
This conversation is over. Unless my
Okay.
father explicitly says he wants
It's not
to
gonna
talk to
happen.
you, it's not going to happen.
We can't talk to him. Why not? What's the
stuck-up, overclass
situation
witch.
here? An
Well, she
overclass
hasn't heard the last
witch.
from me. I'm going to talk to that old man one way or another.
Right, well, we'll see. Are we going to or not? Well, there's not much more we can do about this, but maybe we can go home. When I say home, I mean to her grandmother's house and ask about that girl now that we've got more information about her. He's still not come back from helping that guy. So let's try going back to her grandmother. Because we've got no new locations to go to anyway. See if she knows anything about where they might have lived. Or something. Did I miss anything when I was doing all this paintings and photos and stuff? Planes and... nothing overly interesting, really. Red horse?
Cute red horse. It's some old Swedish thing, I think.
Oh, it's an old Swedish red horse. The classic Swedish red horse.
Oh, hello, dear.
Hello. More questions, if you don't mind. About extra things.
Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at all, dear. What's on your mind?
I found
Anything
out that
about
the drowned girl's
Lily
name
Myers.
is Lily Myers. Ring a bell?
Oh, yes. Oh, how could I forget?
There we go.
Sue, Jack.
They remember her now.
And their children, Lily and Nathan.
Do they still live around here?
Mother and son do. I see them in town from time to time. They live somewhere near the lake.
Right.
But not the father. Jack, was it?
Is he
No.
gone?
He disappeared not long after Lily took
Oh,
her
he
own
disappeared,
life.
did he?
I see. Do you know how I can reach the family?
Sounds like he might have been
Not
doing
Lily,
something
dear. Like I said,
bad.
they tend to keep to themselves.
So there we go, the Myers family.
Bye, Grandma. I'll be
Maybe
back
we can
later.
find a contact
So
number
long.
for them. Now that we know who they are. She's got a phone book in here, so let's try... see if we can find a phone number for them. And that's what the phone book's for, right? Finding people. Give me a search for
All
the
right,
Myers
found
family.
an address.
Should we phone them? Oh, no, let's just go to their house if we can. We've got the address. So let's go out the front door. find their house. So what are we going to do? What are we going to learn here, I wonder? Yeah, there's their house. Lakeside cabin. Some kind of... Is that an alarm there? Where she smokes a lot of cigarettes. Well, that might be a way to get her on side as a friend, maybe.
Yes? Can I help you?
I hope so. My name's Rain. Kathy Rain.
Joseph's girl. The one they sent away.
It's sent away? That's not
Yeah,
quite right.
That's right.
Is it right?
Well,
Okay.
what do you want?
I had some questions about your daughter, Lily.
Well, you know what? I don't have any answers, girl.
She's not gonna...
Lily was precious, special. Lily
And
died.
she died.
That's all there is to it.
That's all she can tell me.
My
that her
grandfather
daughter
came
died.
to see you, right? To ask about her?
Maybe he did. I don't see how that's any of your business.
I'm just wondering, it's a
I'm
it's
not
a bit of
asking
a
for
mystery.
Much, Mrs. Myers.
Then clearly you have no idea what it's like losing a child. Goodbye.
No, wait. You're right, I don't have any idea about that. Let's try offering her some cigarettes.
Stop it!
No. Ah! I feel like that might help.
Just go away.
There.
Care
There
to
we go.
join me for a smoke, Mrs. Myers?
Did we get her?
Well, I'm gonna have to think about it.
We got her. She's kind of on side
What
with us a
brand?
little bit.
Corley Cinders. Extra long.
Corley's.
You got
Like
taste.
in
I'll give
like
you
in Full
that.
Throttle. The
I
company that made
suppose
the
one
bikes,
smoke
right?
Can't hurt.
That's interesting.
And that's when he realized it was his own bong.
Oh my!
What?
Oh, now that was a good one.
We're having a conversation.
You know what, Kathy? You're okay. Sorry for being such a cranky old bag before.
Is
I
it?
get a short fuse when I run out of smokes.
Alright, she
No,
ran
that's
out.
an understatement.
So yeah, it was
Good
the right thing
I
to
had
offer
my
her then,
morning
wasn't
smoke. Otherwise, we would have had a fist fight on our hands.
Oh, it's getting chilly. Why
I
don't
thought
we
I heard
head
someone trying to
inside?
come in my door.
Sure, let's go.
Oh, we're going inside now, are we? In fact, let me just check.
Now, this here's my boy Nathan. He's
That's right.
special. Nate, be polite and say hello to Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi there, big guy.
Nathan. So what are we talking about in here anyway? I guess we just talk to her again. There's not much else we can do.
So, you wanted to ask me about Lily?
And some other stuff
Yeah.
too.
Do you mind telling me what happened when my grandfather came to see you?
Well, he knocked on my door a few years after Lily had passed away.
Okay.
I didn't know Joseph too well myself, but I'd heard of him.
Oh, so he
and
liked
what he'd
helping
done
people,
for
did
the
he?
other people around here. So I let him in.
He
He
liked
started
helping
asking
people.
a bunch of questions about Lily, like if I was absolutely sure that it was suicide.
Oh,
And
God.
what did you say?
The truth. That she was depressed and
So
and
she
had
was
been
pretty
for a
sure that's
long
what it
time.
was.
I had no doubts about what happened.
Which is maybe not surprising.
All right. Anything else?
Well, he was weirdly curious about her paintings.
Paintings?
Lily painted?
Yep, that's one of hers right there on the wall.
Well, that one
I
behind
see,
us.
it's beautiful. So,
Like a
in
lake
what way was he curious?
in the sun.
He asked if Lily had painted anything odd or strange.
Odd.
I didn't really get what he was after.
she hanging
but
about
I
the
let
woods
him have
and-
a look at her work. He spent some time
They hidden
browsing
something in
through
the
them,
woods.
and then he wrote something down on a piece of paper, thanked
that what
me,
it
and
is?
left.
Huh. Any idea of what he could have seen?
Not really. I had the paintings all lined up.
Well,
Could've
maybe I
been
could
any
look
of
at them.
Would you mind showing them to me?
Well, I would if I could, but
No, she got rid of
this
them
is
all.
the only one I have left. I
What did you
sold
do,
the
sell
rest
them
many
all?
years ago to this weirdo art collector.
A weirdo art collector. Right.
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather? How he ended up in a wheelchair?
She's not gonna know, is she?
Stroke, wasn't it? At least that's what I heard.
Not necessarily. There are some divided
Hmm.
opinions about it.
Now that I think about it, that whole ordeal
not
happened
long
to
after
him
he
not
went
long
there.
after he came here.
How
And
long?
that was when he was in the woods.
A week, maybe, at the most.
Mind telling me what Lily was like, Sue?
Yeah,
I'd
what
be
was she
happy
like?
to. She was Nathan's older sister by 2 years.
Tell
Lily
me what
was
she was
like any
like.
girl growing up, normal, happy, talking about school, boys, and whatnot.
Yeah.
And she and Nathan were close back then, always playing together in the
Hmm.
woods. When Lily was 10,
Hmm.
she started drawing,
Dunno.
always doodling on just about anything she could get her hands on.
It's a bit of
They
a
didn't have much, really.
it's a bit of a slow
So
burn to
she
get
used
anywhere,
what
isn't
she
it?
could.
Isn't
Once
necessarily
I
a
even caught her
problem, but
scribbling on toilet paper. On her 12th birthday, we gave Lily a
She got
thick
a
sketchbook
sketchbook.
with an assortment of pencils. She was ecstatic.
does she love drawing?
That was the
Fair enough.
happiest I'd ever seen her. From that day,
If that's what she
drawing
liked to
became
do.
her life. Eventually, her art teacher at school helped her to get started with oil painting. When
Hmm.
Lily was 15, something changed. At first, I thought it was just usual teen angst, but no.
That's something
This was
entirely different.
something different. She started going out, disappearing for long
Right.
periods of time. She locked herself in when painting. She never used to do that. I tried everything.
She locked herself in.
Counseling, support
She
groups.
something. She obviously saw
antidepressants.
something that
Nothing worked.
completely like changed
About
everything.
a year later, she just gave
Something
up.
obviously
and, well,
changed.
you know the rest.
I'm sorry, Sue.
Yeah, I do.
That must have been unimaginable.
Thanks,
Unfortunately.
darling, but it's been a while now. I've learned to live with it.
I doubt she knows about
I don't
this.
need to ask her about.
No.
I don't need to ask. Does the name Charles Wade mean
Let's see if she
anything
knows
to
anything
you?
about him.
Oh, he's some big-time businessman, ain't he?
Yeah, he owns a large company.
I don't think she's
that
going to know
about
much
sums
about.
up what I know about
Here
the
we go.
fella.
What do you do to support the two of you?
Yeah, how'd you get by?
A little bit of this and that. Got me some cash saved up, too. Nathan helps out when he can.
What happened to your
Alright, okay.
husband, if you don't mind me asking?
Ran away by the
You
sound of
could
things.
say he didn't quite cope as well as I did with what happened to Lily.
She didn't cope
He
particularly
got
well with it
himself
by
a
the look of
death
things.
wish after what happened to her. Started drinking
Okay.
and getting into all sorts of trouble.
Is that because
5
he had
years
some
left for him in the
involvement?
joint now. Been there for 15.
Oh, he's
Man, that
in
must be
jail.
rough for you.
Oh, we're doing just fine without him, aren't we, Nate?
Mama takes good care of us.
good.
Mama sure does.
It's good to hear. What else is there?
So, tell me about Lily's art.
Yeah, can you tell me
It
anything?
used to be
Was there anything
about
interesting?
cheerful things, landscapes.
Well, what were the ones that
animals,
weren't
bright
cheerful?
colors. But as she drifted further into depression, she
Death and
started
decay.
painting horrible things, death and decay. And the last few pieces looked like something
She
out
must
of
have
a
seen
nightmare.
something or done
That's
something.
awful. Did Lily ever get any recognition for her art?
Not really. Except from the guy I told you about who
So
bought
who was
most of
this?
her paintings.
Tell me about this art
Yeah, what can you tell me about him?
collecting
A
Rich,
name or
fancy looking, in his 50s or thereabouts. I'd say he'd be around 70
maybe this is
now if he's
Charles
still
Wade.
alive. He knocked on that door one day with a wad of cash in his hand.
Maybe this is Charles Wade.
$5,000. He wanted everything that Lily so much as touched with a brush.
it? Huh.
We
Did
don't
he
know
say
yet,
why?
do we? But it could be.
But I got the feeling that most of that dough was paid so he could avoid any questions. I took the money. I still had Nathan to support.
Yeah, but what?
Did the stranger give you his name?
Why?
No. Well, his face was far
Big
from
nose, blue
forgettable, though.
eyes.
Big nose, bright blue eyes.
Irish.
Looked black Irish. He had a thick black mane, turning gray. No beard.
Thick
Alright,
black
Sue.
hair, no beard,
Thanks.
turning grey. Okay,
I
well,
think I'm gonna head off now.
Sure thing, little cat.
probably not.
Come back anytime.
Hey, she's happy for me to come back. I wonder actually, let's just show her some stuff. I don't think she'll want to see any of this stuff. Hey, what about this?
Hey,
What do you
Sue,
think of
do
that?
you recognize any of these men?
Let's see if the
Well,
guy, yeah.
there's Joseph Rain. Always so handsome.
Well, there
I
we
had
go.
such a crush on him back in the day. And
Does she recognize, is the art dealer there?
no way. That's him. The
Uh-huh.
man who bought the paintings. He's much younger here, but there's no mistake in that hair and nose.
So he is, he's in the
Are you
picture.
sure?
I'm
That
positive, little
tells
cat.
me it's got
That's the
something to
guy
do
who
with
walked into
something
this
they
cabin
all
with $5
did.
grand in cash.
together
Very helpful, Sue. Thanks.
and hid in the woods. Maybe it's one of these things where they've all got a piece of something.
Elusive Mr. Wade.
They've all got a piece of something and they need to
It's getting late. I
they
should
need to
head back to the
combine them
city.
all to unlock whatever it is. I mean, it's a pretty old sort of story, isn't it? Wait, where's she going? Oh, she's going back to her dorms. Back to the city.
Hey, you're still up.
Yeah,
I was wondering when you'd show up. How did it go?
about as well as you could expect
Long
it to.
story. I found out about some stuff that happened when I was a kid.
Now I'm investigating.
Wow. What a mystery. So, what's the plan now?
Well, probably to look into it.
Some shut-eye.
But
is
some
the
sleep's
plan.
probably a good
I'm
start.
about to pass out.
No, I couldn't possibly sleep now. I'm way too excited.
And it's not even about
Well,
you,
that
so there you
makes one
go.
of us. Nighty.
Good night, Cat.
Right. We're off again. Off to sleep.
Hey, Kathy.
Is she hovering over me the whole time,
You are
waiting
so
for me
lucky
to...
There are no sharp objects near this bed.
Come on, it's time to
Guess
find
what?
out.
I got an idea.
Oh, great.
Please tell me it involves you taking
Great.
a sabbatical.
Yeah.
Haha, so you found all this evidence,
Uh-huh.
right? Pictures, tapes, and stuff?
What about it?
Yes. Why?
Well, as you know, I have a computer. And I know this hacker guy, Dave.
She knows a hacker
and-
guy.
Oh, never mind. I'll just write you a note. You go back to sleep.
She woke me up to say,
Seriously,
oh, I know this
Eileen,
guy. He says he's a
sometimes I just
hacker.
marvel
He might
at
be able
how
to
your
help
brain
us.
works.
Or he might
know,
not. He
right?
might be absolutely shite at it. You know? Fucking crap at it. Right, what's happening? School.
Are you sure you want to do this, Catherine?
Do
You
what?
still have time, if you think there's any chance you would change your mind.
Do what?
I'm sure, Doctor. Just get it out of me.
Wait, what?
But please, don't tell my mom.
Right.
I'm sorry, but we have to do that. It's the law.
How old was she?
It's none of her business. It's my choice to make.
Yeah.
I have enough shit going on with her already. This would just add fuel to
Exactly.
the fire.
I'm afraid there's nothing
I
I
think
can
we know
do.
what this is about.
Fine. Let's just get this over with then.
It's ultimately her decision,
Right
though,
this
isn't it?
way.
Hmm.
Ugh, I hate that
Woken up.
dream.
She hates whatever that dream is. Okay, well, that's interesting. What can we do now? Get up out of bed. There's a post-it note stuck on that computer, I think.
I guess Eileen went to class. I probably should too.
Yeah, maybe. What's the...
Nah.
What's this note about?
Hi, Kat. Feel free to use my computer
my
while
computer.
I'm away. My password is Angel Love.
Her password is Angel Love.
If you call my friend Dave at 555-2492, he can set you
Alright.
up with some software. I'll be back in a few hours, super psyched about the investigation. E.
It's not her investigation. What
Yes.
the hell does she...
No gum on the keyboard, please. Remember the last
She's
time?
just decided to
Oh,
take
please, like she actually uses the spacebar.
take over my investigation.
Shit. Looks like she forgot to write down the username.
Or maybe it's already there
Oh,
when you
shouldn't
turn
be
the
too
computer
hard to
on.
guess. I think it's just some combination of her first and last name.
Maybe. Let's call this guy. Let's call him and see what kind of software it is that she thinks I need to be hooked up with. Hacker Dave! Let's see. Is he going to answer the phone?
Hey, I'm Kathy. Eileen said to call you about some software.
Yeah.
Ellie who?
Eileen.
Eileen.
Red hair, glasses, speaks so
Come
fast
on,
her gums
Eileen.
ache.
No.
Oh, right. I thought her name was Errol. Figured it was kind of a weird name for a girl.
You must have a hearing
Errol?
disorder.
You must have a thinking disorder.
Errol? Oh, funny. Yeah, it's a funny guy, look.
Wow.
It's hilarious. Burn.
So, the software?
Dickhead.
Yeah. No, can't.
Absolute dickhead.
Ugh, I knew she was full of shit.
Nah, I mean, sure, I used to be able to
Ah,
get
right,
pirated
right. You
software.
used to be able to get pirated software.
There was this misunderstanding and my network privileges were
So when you
revoked.
call it a misunderstanding, what you mean is you hacked into something you shouldn't have.
Don't really see eye to eye. We used to play bocce together and
So there's a
let's
guy called
just say he was
Clyde.
one sore loser.
Why not
Can't
patch
you
it
just
up with him?
patch things
Be
up
nice.
with the guy?
No way. He's such an ass. He even thinks TNG is better than the original series.
He thinks the what is better than
Yeah.
the what?
She has no idea
know,
what he's
right?
talking about.
Can you believe that guy?
Yeah, she doesn't believe at all.
You call yourself a hacker? Just use your brain, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
Let's figure this out.
Call him a poser.
Wow, you're so sassy, Nancy Drew.
Like, just get your elite skills on, if you've got any,
The only way to
on
theoretically crack one
on the go, right?
Clyde logged onto a machine to which we have unrestricted physical access. And ooh, I got an idea.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna
What's
like
the
this.
idea?
Well, what you could do is intentionally crash your PC.
What?
That sounds especially stupid.
Yeah, it does.
Well, not crash it. Just crash it a little. Then call
Crash it
Clyde.
a little. All right, and call Clyde, the IT guy.
Then he'll log onto the network using his admin account. Afterwards,
Right.
you can use some of my tools to find and crack the password locally.
Can I?
Worth a shot, I
Right.
guess. Okay, you can come over and set it up.
No way. I have severe IBS. I just wouldn't
Yeah, severe IBS.
IBS?
So I can't.
What the
I've
hell
got
is that?
severe IBS.
seriously don't want to know.
I can't walk over there. I might
Everybody
crap my
drop off
pants.
everything you need. Not rocket science. You do what I ask, and I'll get you some juicy software.
Some juicy software.
Whatever, weirdo. We'll see.
Yeah. So, right. I mean, that's interesting and everything, but... Oh, something. An envelope. What's in this envelope? That was something pretty quick if it was from him. What's in it? What's in it?
There was a floppy disk.
A
in there with
floppy
note
disk.
taped
It's a save icon, look. It's a wee save icon. So what do we want to do with that? I don't know. So we need to know her name to try and log into her computer, but he's saying to crash it
Eileen's
anyway.
girly suitcase. There's a sticker on it with her full name. Eileen
That's right, that's her
Mildred
full name.
Summers.
I forgot. Eileen Mildred Summers. Good chance that's an important... Right, so he said to stick this disc. Stick your disc in the computer. What does that do? Turn it on. Angle echelon 66. 66 megahertz. With 8K of memory. Unbelievable. Corrupt hard drive MDR. MBR. What? Extract admin password. Well, I don't have the admin password yet, so... Yeah, do that. We've corrupted the hard drive MBR. Can I get out of here?
Alright, time for some expert help.
Time to get the expert help, yeah. Let's see. Do we have a contact number for this guy?
Not that I don't love.
Well, how do I get... I need to get his name then, do I? How do I get Clyde's details?
Hi, Cat. Feel my password
Password
is call my
that.
friend Dave at 555. Super psyched. Blah. That missing username is a bit annoying.
So what's... How do I call the IT guy? I don't understand. How do I call the IT guy then? Now that I've screwed up the computer. I don't have a contact number for the... Oh, wait a minute. Was there something on the screen? Let's see. Right, so it should crash now. None found. Oh, it doesn't give me like an IT support number to call or anything like that. Well, how am I supposed to fix it? Nobody told me how to get in touch with Clyde. Maybe if I phone the hacker again. Maybe he'll help me. Or not, I mean, you might just not answer the phone.
Hey, it's me again, Kathy. I'm not sure what to do.
Yeah.
Can't talk right now. In the middle of the game.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Douche.
How am I supposed to... How am I supposed to call the IT department in order to get this fixed?
I'm no geek, but I know how to...
Yeah.
Computer.
She knows how to use... What?
Eileen borrowed it from school. She takes a bunch of computer classes.
Yeah, great, but how do I... Still got the floppy disk. Let's try using the floppy disk again and just see if we get any more information that way. We've corrupted the hard drive though, so it's not going to work. Floppy found starting Phoenix OS. No MBR detected.
No use doing that before Clyde is logged in.
Yeah, well, who's Clyde and how do we get in touch with him? Was there somewhere I was supposed to get this guy's contact number from or something? Wait, was there any other... There's a note, there's something written on it.
It's labeled boot.
Yeah, great. It's Eileen's note. Are there any other notes? No. Was there anything else in the envelope? The envelope's gone. How am I supposed to get in touch with this guy then? That's just all about that stuff. Now, how do I phone him?
Our room phone.
Yeah, it's got an external line. Great. What happens if I go out of the room?
Nah, I have no...
So I can't go anywhere.
Color printer.
Yeah, great. Have I done something wrong here? He never told me... He never told me how I was supposed to contact this guy Clyde. So how am I supposed to do it if I've got no contact number for him? There wasn't anything else there, was there?
One.
Oh wait,
Boot your
here we
computer
go.
using the blue floppy.
Instructions.
2. Use the
Corrupt
corrupt
MBR.
utility to
Yeah, I
crash
worked
the
that
file
out.
system of the computer.
I worked out that
Take
I was
the
supposed to
floppy
crash
out
the system.
And reboot. 3. Call Clyde at 555-4.
555-8181.
You need to somehow make him 5. Reboot and retrieve the admin credentials using the blue floppy. 6. Reboot and log on using Clyde's admin account.
Right, sure.
7. Look for some kind of tool to remotely open my Ethernet port.
Dorm B,
Dorm
room
B,
8.
room 8. That's it. And remember, if you mess up somewhere, just call Clyde.
So we got Clyde's number now. I knew there must be something else that could have got us to him. So let's use the phone and see if we can get him to come and help. Fix our thing or something. Clyde. Old Clyde.
IT, this is Clyde speaking. How can I help you?
Yeah,
Hi,
broken
I need you to
computer.
come and fix my roommate's computer.
What seems to be the problem?
Well, it's not
It
starting
won't
up.
start up. There's some kind of system failure with an error code on the
Yeah, I
screen.
don't know much about it, so can
Probably
you just
a hard
come?
drive failure. Which room are you in?
Dorm A, room 5.
I'll be there in a few minutes.
Okay.
Thanks.
I just have to wait, I guess, until he arrives. Come in. Who's this guy going to be?
Hey, Clyde from IT.
Hi.
Hey, Clyde
come
from
in.
IT. IT Clyde. One sec.
My, oh my, now how did this happen?
I have no idea. It was like this when I started it up this morning.
Let's have a look. And presto, good as new.
That's perfect. Could you try logging on real quick just to make sure it
Alright,
works?
make sure this all works.
You go ahead, I'll wait.
Right, okay. What am I supposed to do here? Well, what was her name? Eileen Summers. What about E. Summers? And the password again was... what was it? Angel something. I've completely forgotten what the password was. It was Angel Love. Maybe I don't put that in though. Incorrect password, 3 attempts left. I think we want to lock ourselves out, which will just cause other problems, won't it? I don't know. Head cheese. I'm just putting in random phrases because what I think we want to do is lock her out of the computer. Can't lock. Contact IT for assistance.
Oh, now look what I did.
Failed.
For crying out loud. Let me try to log in with my account.
Go on then. Log in with your account.
Okay, everything seems to be in order. I've unlocked your account. Please, try not to break anything else.
Don't break anything else.
I'll try.
Yeah, apart from your credentials. Right then, so the next
Phase one
step.
complete.
Step 1, done. Next step. Pop the boot disk in the computer. Right now. Start the operating system. Extract his password. I was about to press the wrong button. User admin password gadget. So, if we now click that, use it. So what was it? It was admin gadget. We're in, we're Clyde, we're inside. So what can we use here to get into this? Probably network settings. What was it? Dorm B port 8, he said. Status off.
Alright,
Turn
that
it
should do
on.
it.
And we'll get out of the computer. Now we'll call him again and tell him that he should now have access. Should now have access. That's what he wanted me to do, so that's what we've done. You're in.
Yeah.
Guess what?
You got it?
Yep,
Hang
I
on.
did. You're in.
Oh man, I could kiss you.
If his IBS wasn't playing up
I'm so gonna
as
get
much
back
as it
in
is.
Clyde now. What are those admin credentials, by the way?
Not telling, buddy. Saving those for
Yeah.
a rainy day.
Huh. I suppose
I'll have to see how helpful you are first.
stays in my room then.
Sure, then I'll just have to log back on and click that pretty little lock icon again.
Yep.
Now this is just emotional blackmail.
Is it?
Quid pro
Plus, I'm
quo,
pretty sure he
Dave.
could probably just change the password now that he's in anyway, right?
God damn, you're like a she-Clyde. A Clydette.
Am I?
Huh.
Right, okay.
That is the worst insult I've ever heard.
A
Later, Dave.
Clydette. It's a Clydette. Don't think that really works, to be honest. Oh. More envelopes through the door. While he toddles along going, oh!
I'll just get rid of these notes now. I don't need them anymore.
And he's running back to his dorm going, ah! Is that what's happening? Let's open this one then.
There was a floppy disk inside.
Another floppy disk. So let's put this one in the computer and see what it does. Okay. Oh, do I need to go in? Oh, that's fine. Welcome, Clyde. Again. So we got some tools here now. VoiceForge, Image Analyzer. Software installed. So what's VoiceForge? Something we can use to like make... I don't know. Tell you what though. I'm going to just restart the computer just because I've got a feeling once all that's on we kind of want all that installed on there. Let me think. Now what do I want to do? Sign in with his name or her name? I'm just trying to think. I'll tell you why I want to do it actually. One thing we want is to analyze that image. That was something she'd suggested, wasn't it? We could maybe adjust the image. So if I put that in the scanner, use the computer again, then hopefully... Welcome, Clyde! Scanner. So that's going to scan in the photograph as a sort of Bitmatch image. Brightpicture.bmp. She didn't type BMP though, did she? I mean, that wouldn't be... now maybe there's an image analyzer. Enhance. Oh yeah, here we go. Probably about there. That's probably the clearest tab on that. That's some pretty crazy software. Does the image start change downward again? Right there, and
What the hell is that? Ball lightning?
ball lightning, or
I'll
I don't
print
know.
the whole picture for
3
now,
portals
but there's
opening.
probably more to find.
It is, yeah. It is on Steam Eye. It's got a feel of kind of like a kind of older sort of point-and-click adventure game, obviously. That kind of retro style that a lot of people have been doing recently. But yeah, it's quite nice. I like the drawing and all the rest of it. Can I print this image?
I already have a copy.
Oh, I already did it. Pattern analysis failed. We don't know what it is. Oh wait, can I do like a Blade Runner style? No pattern found. What about closer? No pattern found. No patterns have been found. Yeah, it's on Steam. It's also on Game Pass as well. If you're using the PC version of Game Pass, it's available most places. GOG as well. But yeah, it's available on Game Pass if you've got it, which will be an easier way to kind of. How close can I get to these? Surely these are important. Don't know. No pattern. Yeah, but look, if I zoom, what if I zoom there? That's a pattern, right? Brightness anomalies form a tilted equilateral triangle.
That shape has to be significant somehow.
A triangle has to be significant. I mean, maybe, but it could be anything. Could be that she was attacked by a predator. Probably not. Okay. What else can we look at? There's a flower. Analyze. No pattern found.
Unusual flower over there.
It is
though.
unusual.
Never seen
Okay.
anything like it. Maybe worth printing?
What is it? It's on Steam. It's I actually had it on Steam anyway, but I downloaded it from Game Pass. I can't remember. It's like £11 or something. $10.99. But it's, yeah, as I say, free on Game Pass. So if it's of interest to you, I would say have a look on one of those. How do I get out of this? Return. Wait, did I print out that other one? Did I? I feel like I want to print. Did she print out the image of that, or? There we go. We can print that out too. I think we're.
I'm pretty sure that's all there is to find in this picture.
Alright, there we go. She's found everything she needed to find. Is there anything else we can use? Let's go out of this. Well, let's see what's in the printer, because there are some things that we might be able to combine
I'll just
with.
get rid of the original picture now, since I
There
have the
are some
restored
things we
version
might be able
anyway.
to combine with on there, possibly.
Strange. Now that I look at them, the lights remind me of something I picked up yesterday.
Yesterday? So she picked up something yesterday. She did pick up that thing that guy gave her. Luke's got 3 little dots on it. Combine that with that.
Wow, the church logo looks
Yeah.
pretty similar to the smoky
I noticed that
lights.
immediately. It's got like a triangle of blue lights on it, or blue dots, I suppose. So, the Church of the Holy Trinity. Fair enough. Oh, here she is,
hello there,
Eileen.
Mildred.
Sorry, her middle name's
Hi
Mildred.
yourself,
So
Agatha.
What? How'd you... Oh, never mind.
I know
well,
your
you
social
know.
security number too.
Oh God! Soon you'll start stealing my clothes and then walk around in them pretending
Following
to be me.
her
Who says I haven't done that already?
stuff.
Okay.
Snooping
I admit
around
that's
in her
pretty funny.
bags and
So anyway, how did things
messing
go
with her
Dave?
computer.
Pretty good. I had to sabotage your computer.
Yeah.
You had to what?
Yep.
Oh, chill outy. It was just a tiny little thing. I just needed an excuse
Chill
for the
outy.
IT guy to come by
Chill
so I could
outy.
steal his password.
Clyde? But he's
Interesting
so
way to-
nice. Why'd you want to steal his password?
Because it was
It's
the only
a
way
long
to
story.
get access to do all the stuff I needed to do, and also because that guy hated him.
They're hypnotic. Looks like a will-o'-the-wisp.
They're
You know,
hypnotic.
the
just
spirit of the
three. It's a
forest.
still image with
Now,
3
that's
dots on
just
it.
silly, Eileen. There has to be a more reasonable explanation for them.
Hey, there's
not
nothing
even like
silly
it's like
about
a,
forest spirits. You should talk
an
to
optical
Meadow,
illusion
my
or
Wiccan
something,
friend.
you know.
She's really opened my eyes about these sort of
Her
things.
Wiccan friend, Meadow, isn't it your Christian duty to, you know, the same Meadow who had an intimate relationship with the tree outside her dorm.
Isn't that the same
that's like a scene
Meadow
from
who
Evil
had an
Dead or something?
intimate relationship with the tree outside her dorm?
Is that what we're talking about?
on.
Like a
That
scene
was
out
just
of
a
Evil Dead?
Trust me, I've been through every phase in the book. That
That's definitely not one of the
isn't
phases, no. It's one of the classic phases.
So anyway, is there anything I can do to help?
Apparently
Well,
not.
my side of the room is starting to get a bit messy. There's always that.
Oh, is there? There's
I meant with
always
the
tidying
investigation,
that up.
silly.
Always.
I guess you could try to find out more about these lights. Maybe figure out where that picture was taken.
Sounds good. I know exactly where to start. Oh, and yeah, feel free to keep using my computer. I don't need it right now.
Oh, good.
All right, I think I'm gonna see
So,
if I can figure out a
I
way
can
to
use your computer when you don't need
motivate
it.
Eric a way to talk to me.
Motivate.
Okie dokie.
Oh. There was some kind of voice software on that computer, wasn't there? Apparently this... Now that's interesting, right? Because apparently this... How do I get the tape out? I want the tape. Apparently this thing... It said at the beginning when we looked at the scanner that it can also... scan... cassettes. Or tapes is what it said, but... So I'm just wondering how that works. I have to sign in again. I've just walked away from the computer for 2 minutes and I have to sign in again. Yeah, scanner. How does it scan tape exactly? So it can scan in a WAV file from a magnetic tape. That's quite amazing. Voice Forge. I would assume that's probably something that we can mess around with. Available words. Found 5 distinct voices separated into sections. Okay. After beep, leave message. Rain, reach residence. There you've. Leave a message after the beep. You've reached the Rain residence. I'm not entirely sure how that helps me. Does that help me? Voice 2, okay. 8 about all and anyways, babe, best boy, bye, call Charles, come, Eric, father, firstborn, give, had, he, hello, her, his, hope. Is Joseph, just Kathy, like, listen, little Luke's maybe me. Why does it not pick up the words in order? I know, this was the message from Charles Wade. I wonder if we can... Hello? Baby? Hello, baby? Oh,
How you doing?
don't know if... What? She just said... Why did she... What? I don't think that matters. I didn't actually expect that to do anything. Right, his daughter's called Erica, wasn't she? So... hello's a good... Where's hello? Wait, where's all the words gone? Oh, hello, there it is. Hello, Erica. It's... What else? Oh, your father's up there, I noticed. It's your father. Call... I mean, you can do this now. Could you do this in 1995? Kathy. Where's Rain? Where's Rain? Where's Rain? Rain.
Almost.
Extract that.
Just a few more tweaks.
A few more tweaks. Like what?
That should work.
Look at your father. Call Catherine and give her what she wants. Bye. Wait, so she's changed also the voice pattern into how he sounds? I mean, that's pretty well done if she can do that. Can we hear it? Okay. Successfully exported the voice message to tape.
Alright, the forged message should now be at the end of the original tape.
Great. Great. Let's come out and let's see. We can come out of the computer. Let's pop that tape back in. Where is the tape?
It's some advanced scanner thing.
Oh, that doesn't help me. What do I do with the tape? I don't really understand. Oh, it's there. Let's have a listen to that tape then. I'll have a listen and see how the message sounds.
Not right now. I have...
Alright, okay, I don't have to play it back. But I can call the house, I assume, and then just play back the message.
That action doesn't...
Okay, that doesn't seem productive because I haven't yet. Right. Will we do it?
You've reached Erica Wade.
You've reached Erica Wade. Leave a message after the beep. Where's the tape gone? Oh, it's there.
I don't see how those things...
What? But... Did I not just... What? Oh wait, can I just... what if I just do this?
Hello, Erica.
Ah, there we go.
It's your father.
There's an awful long pause before he
Kathy Rain
spoke,
and
but...
give her what she wants. Bye.
Oh, that worked. That's his voice. What's this? Who am I calling now?
You've reached Erica Wade. Leave a message after the beep.
Wait, what?
Hi, Erica. This is Kathy Rain.
Huh.
I spoke
Now
to
we
your
just phone up
father.
and we're like,
He
oh,
asked
hi.
him to get in touch with you and said he would call ahead.
This is like some crazy technology that they found.
8352. Bye.
With 90s scanners and printers.
Your move, Erica.
Your move, Erica, she says.
Now that's some out-of-the-box thinking.
Is it?
Yep,
Okay.
just might be silly enough to work. Well, time for a break. Gotta eat something before I pass out.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Okey-dokey. I'll stay here and keep digging.
Alright, see you in a bit.
Dig, dig, dig. Yeah, I like a lot of these adventure games with this sort of style, you know? I really like them.
Hey.
Hey!
So, any progress with the search?
Yeah, I was able to identify that flower. It's called the Red Scythe, or Rosea falcus.
Rosea falcus.
I discovered that there was a small nature reserve near Conwell Springs, which was established in '89. The Red Scythe is on their list of endangered plants. I made a photocopy of the botany book page in case you want it later.
That's something. I should go check it out. Maybe I can narrow down the place where that picture was taken.
Maybe.
And, good work, Eileen.
Happy to help.
Good work,
So what-
Eileen. The phone.
Oh, hang on. I'll
It's
go
the
get
phone.
Okie dokie.
Somebody answer the phone. It's not going to answer itself. Right. This might be the phone call
Hello?
we're waiting for.
This is Erica Wade calling for Kathy Rain.
Hello.
that. Speaking.
That's me.
Miss Rain, this is terribly awkward. I realize now how rude I was
No, you
before.
don't.
I wanted to
No, you don't.
apologize and ask if
You
there
were
was anything
horrible
I could do.
before. Just rub it in a bit.
Apology accepted. You can start by answering a
You
few
can start by
questions.
answering a few questions.
Very well.
Just go as clear with her as possible.
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather that night in '81?
Not really, no. But what I do know is how it destroyed Father.
And destroyed her
It
dad.
did?
Oh, yes. The two of them were great friends once. And when Joseph was hurt, they hadn't been talking
Right,
for
so we
some
hadn't
time.
spoken to him in a while
Father
before
always
that.
hoped they would be able to reconnect one day.
Makes me think there's some kind of thing with all of these ex-Air Force people, and they're hiding something from when they were
back when they were still good friends
in the military. And that girl who died found something about it.
Always sharing their war stories and laughing together.
I would imagine.
Joseph became the uncle I never had. He was around a lot when Father went out on business.
It just makes me think there's something that girl's got caught up in.
I even met you a few times when you were just a baby.
I don't remember any of that.
Oh, no matter.
Maybe it's something to do with that overexposed photo that we adjusted.
Why were you so defensive on the phone earlier when I tried to reach out?
Yeah, what was the reason for that?
I don't know, Kathy. Our families haven't been in touch for a long time.
You'd think you'd want to reconnect, right? Reconnect the families.
My guess is that it had to do with Father's growing wealth. Friendship needs common ground, and we started living in different
Apparently
worlds.
not.
What happened to your grandfather was the final nail in the coffin.
Apparently
Father
not.
just couldn't bear seeing him like that, neither alive nor dead.
Just stuck somewhere between. See if they know anything about Lily Myers.
What do you know about Lily Myers?
Does she know anything?
She was a young artist who lived somewhere in
Okay, she knows her.
Killed herself, if I recall correctly.
She did. Well, that's the story anyway. That's the story. Oh, of course. Anything about someone called
Do you recognize
Cocky?
the nickname Cocky? It may be an Air Force call sign.
Some sort of chicken. Was it someone who's a chicken? Someone who was scared all the time, so he was like a chicken. Or was he somebody who was actually like always thinking he was so great? Yeah, I don't know.
What can you tell me about Mr. Wade?
My father is a great man. He does all these things and he's brilliant and he's so good and just he's fantastic. You'll never meet anyone better. Well, what did you think she was going to say about him?
It must be hard.
Oh, he's an absolute bastard.
I wish he wouldn't be so stubborn with his treatment. He could go to any state-of-the-art hospital, but insists on being treated in that backwater clinic in Conwell Springs.
Oh, she's a nice woman.
The community clinic in the middle
Backwater
of town?
clinic. Why would he go there though? It is a good question. If he's got all this money, why would he want to go there?
What do you know about Lily Myers' art?
Oh, that little girl had a twisted mind.
She has a twisted mind. Why? What did she draw?
Father used to have a few pieces of hers in his collection.
So was he the one that bought them? Oh, so she's probably thrown them away.
You say used to have. Did he get rid of the paintings?
Oh, either that or...
So he's probably put them in storage. I would assume he's put them in storage.
For years. I never bothered to ask him why. Glad to be rid of them, quite frankly.
Sure.
Do you know anything about the church?
What is this church about? She goes to the church. They're great. They're fantastic. There's nothing wrong with them. Leave them alone.
Anything
it's not their
out of
problem.
the ordinary about them?
Oh, not really. They seem like a typical church to me.
Yes. You couldn't really call it out of the ordinary, could you? There's nothing else that I can ask her about.
Okay,
so.
that's all I needed.
Very well. Feel free to call back if you have any more questions.
Oh, good. She's happy enough to talk to us again now.
All right. Wade is in Conwell Springs. He's being treated in the clinic.
Good. I guess that's where we go then.
That was Erica Wade. Her father is being treated at the clinic in Conwell Springs.
At some point.
Being treated? He's sick? Looks that way. Small miracle they managed to keep it out of the
wonder what it is that's wrong with him.
Yeah, I suppose you are returning to talk to him? It'll have to be tomorrow. It's quite late for that now.
Is it?
I suppose. Scrabble.
How long did it take exactly to get that guy to give her those floppy disks?
You.
She's gonna crush her. It's not very nice. That night Kathy dreams. Is this dream again about what in the hell is this?
Turning your pawn into a queen, is that the plan, buddy boy? You know me.
Just went a bit strange all of a sudden.
Long game. Old
Richard O'Brien. I always play that he's going to pull out a harmonica in a minute and start playing it. It's the same guy up and down, so this is like God and the Devil?
All that matters is the king.
Maybe?
Illusional as always. The
or
king
this is something else
dead.
entirely. I don't know what he
Long
is.
live the king. Check.
There's a bit of that just that reminded me a bit of like a Twin Peaks type thing.
Good morning, sunshine.
There's a couple of things in this that have reminded me of something like that.
Losses last night.
3 times in a row.
Rub it in, why don't you?
But it's just a weird
I'll just go
bald guy.
strangle myself now.
He's a weird bald guy. You don't have to do that.
Oh, you. Don't be a sore loser. So what's the plan today?
Mr.
know.
Wade is the plan. I'll head for the
Go
clinic
and meet
right away.
Wade.
While I'm at it, I'm going to
Is he
check
gonna
out
be
the
at the clinic
church and the
today?
nature reserve.
So we're going to check out the church.
Okie dokie. What can I do to help?
What's the
Why
nature
don't
reserve?
you
Oh, that's
continue
where
looking into
the
lights?
person was
I have
found
a
dead,
feeling
right?
they're
The
the key
nature
to
reserve.
solving all of this. You could also look up the history of Conwell Springs in general, see if anything unusual has been going on.
There's probably all sorts of weird
I'll get right on it.
stuff going
Great.
on.
Thanks, E.
Sorts of weird shit.
Oh, by the way, don't forget to check out the page I gave you about the red scythe. It's a pretty interesting flower.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
That flower that we took a picture of. Great. I don't think there's anything more I need to do. Let's just go.
All right, I'm off. Peace out, E.
Peace out, E.
Okie dokie. Good luck and see you later.
Peace out, E. That's what she said. It sounds like, yeah. Right. So we're on our bike again, and we got a couple of different locations. What's that? That's the cabin, that's the clinic, that's the church, that's the nature reserve. Go to the clinic first. What's he doing? Just scattering trash everywhere. Hey, that's that guy that was locked in the cell at the sheriff's office. Let's talk to our bum. Let's talk to the bum.
We meet again, Mr. Homeless Guy.
Bend over and talk to your...
Homeless?
Homeless?
That's the worst thing I ever heard of, and totally untrue.
What, you're not homeless? Where'd you live?
What's up with the trash can?
The
Digging
world
for
is his
treasure?
home.
Well, I'm just going through a rough patch.
Right.
By
Okay.
the way, you owe me $10.
How's that?
Nah,
Oh, that's true,
you
I
agreed
do.
to 7.
Yeah, it was.
You're
Yeah, that's
busting my
true.
balls here.
You're busted. Hey, I asked him to do
Better
it
get
twice,
those
though.
balls checked out in the
We asked him
clinic,
to do it twice, though. We didn't say we wanted him to do it
cold.
twice.
Like a steak.
The
through
first
a
time.
then. What do they
Yeah,
call
we
you
got $7
anyway?
bucks.
Goober. Everyone calls
Goober.
me Goober.
All right.
That's a promising kind of name
Pleasure
to give
meet
someone.
you.
What's your story?
What's your story anyway?
My story?
Probably nothing interesting.
Don't all bums have a story?
For your information, this is all just a dry
I'm not sure
start
how
to my
happy he is to be
showbiz
called a
career.
bum, to be honest.
Is that so? I don't recognize you
Listen
at all.
up, you bum.
I used to have more hair.
I used to.
That I actually believe.
Come on, man. Frankie Gold is my stage name. Surely
Frankie
you must have heard of
Gold.
me.
Not really.
That's the kind of name
no.
that some sort of
Come on. I have started
70s
dozens of
lounge
Hollywood
comedian
movies.
would probably have. Frankie
Silence of the
Gold.
Lambert, Jacob's Bladder,
Jacob's Bladder.
Usual Surprises, Natural Bald Killers.
Not ringing any bells.
Why would it be a natural
Kids
bald
these
killers
days,
if
no
he only lost his
appreciation
hair
for
recently?
quality cinema. Breaks my heart.
These sound like rip-offs of other films.
So, tell me about.
What about it?
Yeah, come on.
about
Silence of Lambert.
The Silence of Lambert.
Lawrence Lambert, a real estate agent.
I want to
suddenly
hear
turned
these.
viewed
I gotta hear
overnight.
these.
For weeks, he tries to communicate with customers using a self-invented sign language, only to realize that true love needs no communication at all. He marries his housekeeper, who only knows 2 words in English, yes and clean.
Uh-huh.
In the end, Lawrence dies of a heart attack in the arms of his lovely wife, Consuelo Lambert Vasquez.
Right, okay. Yeah, that's...
Based
that
on a true
sounds...
story.
Is it? Is it? Okay. Jacob's
I'm
Bladder.
not sure I want to know what
A guy
Jacob's
has to
Bladder
rush to
is
the
about,
toilet.
but I'm gonna ask anyway.
Go on, tell me.
Jacob's Bladder. The tragic story of Jacob Cobb, a schizophrenic man who forms an imaginary romantic relationship with his bladder.
A romantic
During long,
relationship with
joyful
his
monologues
bladder?
On a can, he starts referring to his nether regions by the name
Oh,
of Jenny.
P, that's great.
Sadly,
Oh, P.
before Jacob has a chance to
Oh,
elope
you're
with
doing a
his
great
sweetheart,
job.
he gets committed to an asylum due to increasingly erratic behavior.
I don't know.
After a big fight with his paramour, Jacob refuses
His
to
bladder.
feed for a week,
Was
and
it
he
start
dies from a ruptured bladder.
Until he ruptures his own bladder. That's pretty nasty. The usual surprises.
Give me the rundown on the usual
I've
surprises.
got to hear these. I mean,
A lighthearted comedy taking
Someone
place
came up
during
with
the
them, and I
surprise
can't just
birthday
avoid-
party
ignore
of
them, right?
34-year-old Sid McBacon. The
Sid
story is told
McBacon.
from 8 different perspectives
That's a
to
great
keep the
name.
audience
Sid
guessing who
McBacon.
the protagonist actually is. The movie ends with the biggest surprise of them all. Sid suddenly dies of an epileptic seizure.
Right. Does he?
I guess it's more of a dark comedy.
I mean, it could be, but I'd really need a bit more information. Natural bald killers.
Natural bald killers?
It's a dystopian vision of the future where people are
Right,
valued
okay.
by the quality of their hair. The
Right, so if they don't have
protagonist,
any,
Eddie Zephyr, turns
Eddie
bald and
Zephyd.
One day,
So because he's
he
got
has
no
simply had
hair, I
enough
guess he
of
gets
all the
treated really
teasing and the
badly.
bullying, and he completely snaps and heads out on a
Look
scalping
at that.
spree in
Now
search
this
of the
actually
perfect
sounds like
head
it
of
would be
hair.
quite a good film.
Eddie makes his way to Mexico.
He
for an
scalps
illegal
people
hair
to build
transplant.
himself the
However,
perfect head
he
of
has
hair.
an adverse reaction to the anesthesia and he
What a
dies
guy.
on the operating table.
An illegal hair transplant. I mean, if it involves transplanting
Never mind.
Not the
people
cultured type.
hair from
I
not the
understand.
cultured type. Right, sure, yeah.
I need to ask you a few questions.
Sounds serious. Ask away.
Some scary, odd film.
Do you know what happened to Joseph Rain in 81?
Doubt it.
I most certainly do.
Oh, go on then. What happened to him?
What? Tell me.
Are you sure you want to know? Not everyone can handle the truth.
I can handle the truth.
Oh,
Come on.
just spit it
What's
out.
the truth?
Okay, here we go. Ready? Abducted by aliens.
I should have known better.
I mean,
Oh,
if you're going to
saw
ask
it,
that
man, a
question,
big,
right, you're
huge
going to
light.
get those kinds of
I was a
answers.
bit drunk at the time, but I had my reasons. My
Well,
wife
now
had
we did
just
see
left me,
these
taking the
blue
dog, Not
lights.
to mention I was being conscripted for the war. But I'm telling you, those goddamn aliens took him and they experimented on him, and that's why he was so messed up when they
I mean,
put
if
him back.
aliens took him and experimented on him, it could
Yeah,
explain it, right?
I'm gonna have to stop you there.
Open your mind, man.
Open your mind. Open your mind.
Do you know who Lily Myers was?
Yep, my dad was the one who found her floating in the lake.
She was picked up by aliens too.
What can you tell me about her?
She was probably kidnapped by
Geez,
aliens
not a
as
lot.
well.
I mean, teenage girls, man, they're like their own species. Impossible to figure out.
No aliens involved this time.
Not to mention how that entire family ain't like people friendly.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Now that's an understatement. Nearly started brawling with Sue the first time I met her.
She could sure deal out a mean whooping, that lady.
A mean whooping.
Do you recognize the nickname Cocky?
Why,
Maybe
I
he'll know
used
it.
to call myself that back in Nam.
Wait, what?
Oh, how I missed that marvelous.
He used to
Uffolino
call
of
himself
mine.
that.
Ah, why do I even bother?
Oh, was that just some kind of...
Do you know who Charles Wade is?
Sure, he's been holed up in this clinic for the last couple of weeks.
Was he waiting outside for
You
him?
saw Charles Wade go in there?
Well, yeah, I just told you, man.
How did he look?
Okay,
Ill.
I guess. Still
Well, I don't
walking, at least.
Alright, so he looked like he was alive.
What do you know about Lily
He
Myers'
probably
art?
doesn't know much, right?
Nothing but hearsay. People say it was pretty deranged.
Yeah. That's what I'm hearing too.
What's your opinion on the Church of the Holy Trinity?
I'd say they're good people. Isaac the priest is, anyway.
Oh, Isaac, the priest who
His dad,
was
Father
trying to
Bill,
push
on the
us
other hand,
at a
no.
funeral
He and
to
the people he had around him
convert.
were into some weird shit.
Convert.
What kind of weird shit?
I don't know. They were like a cult or something.
cult?
With Billy Praise himself at
Billy
the top.
Praise.
Really shifty bunch of folks. Isaac turned it all around when his dad kicked the bucket, made it a proper church.
Right, okay, so his dad was like a
Interesting.
kind of
Do you know
snake oil
anyone else who was
salesman
involved in the
type,
old church?
cult leader type
Not
thing.
really. I tried to stay as far away from those
So at
people
some
as
point in
possible.
time, this church
Ask Isaac
may
about
have
it.
been
He's
a
friendly
cult.
guy.
All right, I might do that.
Technically, or it still is, but...
Do you know what this is?
Chinese fireworks, of course.
Chinese
I grew up in
fireworks.
Shanghai. I know what I'm talking about.
He's done all sorts of
They
stuff,
used to
this
call
guy.
me Dong Pai, meaning round-eyed baldy.
So when you grew up in China, but were
miss the
doing
food,
films in
Not to
America...
mention the women. Got 2 kids down there now. Mei Lin and little Ping.
Time to hit
okay.
the off switch now, buddy.
Uh...
Do you know anything about this flower?
It's red?
Enlightening.
I mean, that shouldn't really be surprising, right? Is there anything on here that's actually worth showing him?
Do you recognize these men?
That's your granddad, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
What about the other two?
No idea. I think my face blindness is acting
Face
up again.
blindness.
Okay.
Face blindness! It's the worst kind of blindness. I don't think we've got anything else we need to do, but I tell you what I might do.
Okay, that's enough serious.
Alrighty.
Okay, I'm off.
Bye.
Yeah, see you later, pal. Let's just have a quick... I feel like she... It seems like people react differently to doing this, so it's just to see what happens, because the one person was like, oh, give me one of them. And this guy does not like
Hey.
it.
I have enough cancer as is.
Alright, maybe we shouldn't do that to him. That's actually not very nice.
Sorry about that, buddy.
Let's see. Let's see what we can do in here. A nurse. Reception nurse.
Excuse me, nurse?
She's got headphones on.
Hey, nurse!
She's just ignoring me. Oh no, she took them off. Yeah.
Somebody around here hates their job.
Yeah, probably everyone, right?
No shit. What do you want?
No shit.
I'm here to see
No
Charles.
shit, Sherlock.
Never
Yeah,
heard
that's
of him.
Dr.
Anything
Hammond.
else?
Alright,
Bullshit.
we're pretending.
I know he's here. Listen, it's okay. I'm a friend of the family.
No, you're not, and I said he's not here.
I'm not a friend of the
Don't make me call
family.
security.
Alright.
What a bitch. I need to get
We're going
rid
to
of
get
her
that guy
somehow.
to do another distraction. You know, because he likes distracting people. He's done it for me a couple of times. Alright, pal. Need a distraction from you.
Hey, doofus.
Nice.
Oh, hi.
So, how good an
How
actor
good an
are
actor
you?
is he?
The
Well,
best.
Probably
the
not very.
best.
You know, that nurse in there, she said she loved you in all those movies, and that she always wished you'd give her a
Oh.
live performance.
Here we
I
go.
knew it. She always gave me these strange looks.
Yeah, strange looks because she was like,
I
get
thought I
out
was content,
of here.
But her face must just be
No.
cramping up from shyness.
Yeah, that's definitely it. She'd love to see you act, I'm sure.
I'm gonna
Sure,
have to
right.
oblige. Which movie do you think she'd like
I
the
don't
best?
know. I don't know. The
How
usual
about
surprises.
The usual surprises.
Business as usual.
What? So let's have a listen. Maybe if we pop in, we can hear his acting.
I can't believe you guys did all this for me. You know, what's that smell? Bacon? Oh, Bobby, my head hurts.
Do you know what?
I'm seizing. Thank you. You've been a great audience.
Oh, I want to shoot him with that just as he makes that noise. Hey, pal, no. The hell?
That wasn't really
Yeah. That is exactly what she's saying. Stun him so that she has to help him.
Hey, doof.
Oh,
I just missed him with the thing. Because the arrow
Hey.
kind of bypassed him.
How about the usual
I'm not
surprises?
that bothered about
as usual.
the other stuff that he said he could do, but she said electrifying, so obviously we're supposed to shoot him with the stun gun.
I can't believe you guys did all this for me. You know, what's that smell? Bacon?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
bacon.
Bobby, my head hurts.
Nurse, he's seizing.
This is a good actor.
Oh shit.
He's just a really good actor, nurse. It's fine. He's just a really good actor.
Man, I feel like a total jackass. I'll have to make it up to the poor guy later.
Why? Why? Right, so I guess we want to use this boot disk to hack her computer to get her password. Like we did on the other one. Didn't have a way to just lock the computer out. And then what, wipe the computer afterwards? No, I'm kidding. Floppy found, starting the OS. Extract password. User C. Mendez. Password Otorgador. C. Mendez. Otorgador. Oh, let's put it in. We can type it in at least, so that's quite good. Oh, I think I added a B there. Let's move that so I can see it. LTR. I think I've gotten the right letters there. Yes, we're in. So now we probably just want to search for Wade, right? Charles Wade, referral from Dr. Friedman. Room 6B, status stable. I don't think we can read any more of his stuff, can we? Oh, we can. Successful invasive heart surgery and was transferred to this facility at his own request. The initial prognosis looks good. I think that's all we really need to do. Room 6B. Let's go to his room if we can. See if he'll talk to us. I like that it's got that kind of chilled out sort of vibe with the music as well, you know? Nice relaxed sort of vibe. Oh, there's a guy here.
It's all right, Claude. Understood, sir.
He's alright with talking to me.
So, you managed to find me.
I did.
I did.
It's like he was expecting me or
Let's get
something.
this over with then. How do you want your pictures? Shall I get some tubes to fill my face?
No, that's not what I'm here
Will
for.
that suffice for your front page?
I'm no journalist. Well, not yet anyway.
We're not coming to get a story
She's
to...
but a cub. So, you're hoping for your big break.
No, not that.
Surely this must be worth an internship
Not that either.
at one of the big papers. Do you want me to call Thompson at the Times and get it over with? I still play golf with him every once in a while.
Where are we at? I'll have to finish up in a minute.
That's
not what this is about.
This is about. It's personal.
It's a personal situation.
Sounds serious. Perhaps I should ask Claude to produce his
Please
gun.
don't.
You know, Charles, the person most likely to be harmed by a gun tends to be its owner.
Very
Is that true?
That's something the Japs who captured me learned the hard way.
Did my grandfather bail you out then too, or
there
was
we
that
go.
one of the few times where he didn't save your sorry ass?
There we go.
Hold on there.
Now
Explain
he's
yourself.
listening.
You're willing to listen to something other than your own voice? I'm stunned. I'm Kathy Rain. Joseph was
There
my
we go.
grandfather.
We'll get him interested now, eventually.
Now I remember. You were at the funeral.
I was, yeah.
I was.
You were late.
Glad you know I was late.
And even
yeah.
my morning
Not
smoke.
as late as her granddad,
Besides,
but you know.
it's not like Grandpa was going anywhere.
Oh, just look at her, Claude. She's absolutely fearless. That's
She's
Joseph's
fearless.
blood running through her veins.
That's
She
her own,
certainly has
actually.
a smart mouth, sir.
I must say, you have me intrigued, Kathy. What can this old man
I've
help
got a
you
few
with?
questions about a variety of things. I'm hoping you'll be able to tell me about.
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather in '81?
I wish I did, Kathy.
He doesn't know, or he's not
You
going to
must
tell us
know
if he knew.
I did everything in my power to help. How do you think Mary Elizabeth could afford all that expensive treatment? MRIs,
So why was he-
neurologists, say what you will
But
about
why is he in this
Joseph.
place? Is this because it's
But he
easier
was
to
never
hide in a
rich.
place like this
Strange.
for
Grandma
his
never
medical
mentioned that
treatment
to
than
me.
it would be to go
She's
into a
just
major
too
hospital?
proud. At first she refused. She was
And
convinced
why is he
that
so
I had an
desperate
agenda,
to stay
that
out
there were
of
strings
people's
attached.
sight?
And were there?
Don't be silly. Despite all
Maybe
that
because it's a
happened,
smaller clinic,
I
they're
still
less
loved
likely to
Joseph
tell
dearly.
anyone. Not that
I
they
wanted to
can
help.
anyway, right?
People
It's
from places like
confidentiality,
this
but
have a deeply
they're less
rooted
likely to tell anyone.
mistrust in the rich,
Well,
passed on
give
for
them as much money as a big
generations.
hospital, maybe.
In her eyes, I had become one of them.
So that's all you know about the whole affair?
Are you implying that there's more to know?
Well, you know, I mean, I think
left
maybe.
the diagnosis to the professionals.
Right.
Mrs. Rain accepted the health care, but asked me to stay out of everything else.
She didn't. So she didn't want them involved. Otherwise,
I see. What can you tell
that
me
makes
about your
sense.
friendship with Grandpa?
Joseph was the best friend I ever had.
his best friend.
We grew up together, married our high school sweethearts together, went to war together. I can't even begin
went to
to
war
count
with
the
each other.
number of times he's saved
They did
my
everything.
life.
I mean, they were best
I repaid
friends.
the favor
So,
once or twice, but he came up ahead, no doubt.
all right. So her granddad was
So
the bigger hero.
when did you two lose touch? I heard that something happened between you and him.
Yeah, let's see.
What was it?
See what it's all about.
The truth is, Brian Rain happened.
Brian Rain.
Sharon Evans.
All right. This was Brian was her dad. I'm
parents?
guessing. Yeah.
Yes. They ruined everything with their vile, destructive
What exactly did they do? What
I
was
couldn't
destructive?
have that around my daughter or my newborn grandson.
Right.
Joseph was naive. He believed that anyone could be helped, that anyone could be
Oh,
reasoned
there we go.
with, given a
Yeah,
chance.
you know, most people can.
He
Now
was
and again,
just
people can't, but
too good.
it's very rare.
Bless him. He should have been harder on Brian, more strict. So our
Right.
family started drifting.
I'm not going to say
apart.
anything to it. Just let him keep
Eventually,
talking.
my company grew much too large.
It seems like
for this
that's
little
his.
town, and
That's
we
his
moved
goal
on.
anyway.
Not long after that, your grandfather
Oh, sorry, I just clicked away from something.
ended up in that wheelchair. That marked the end
better.
of our friendship, for obvious reasons.
You bought a number of paintings by Lily Myers.
tell me about that.
Why?
I'm known to dabble in art from time to time. Martha, my wife at the time, was enamored with the paintings.
Was she?
I believe she first saw them at the high school.
I don't think
the
she
Myers
was.
girl attended.
He's
Anyway,
adept at
after
lying.
the poor girl
isn't he?
killed herself, I
Absolutely
bought the
adept at
painting
lying.
speculatively. When a young artist with any talent to speak of commits suicide, it can be a wet dream of certain connoisseurs.
Oh, I suppose.
Shortly after procuring the
I suppose that does make
art,
some
I had it
sense. There are
valued
some
by an expert who
ghoulish
determined
people out
that
there
the
who
value
would be
was 3
suddenly
times
impressed
the
with
amount I
that.
bought it for. Today, I'm sure I would have made my money back tenfold or more if it wasn't for the art theft.
All right, so they were
What
stolen.
art theft?
Right.
There was a burglary.
How does his
at the
daughter
mansion
know
I used to
anything?
own here
Not
in
know
town.
anything about it.
It was all over the local news at the
So how does his daughter not know anything about that?
Shit.
If that was how they got lost, surely she would know.
Do you recognize the call sign Cocky?
Is it a call sign?
It'd be strange if I didn't, since I was the one who coined it.
All right, and who was
It
it
belongs
for?
to a fellow named Jimmy
Jimmy Cochran. That makes some
He was
sense.
a coward, really. The nickname is
I
somewhat of a
bloody
bad
knew it.
joke.
Perfect. Thanks.
Like a chicken. I bloody knew it.
Tell me about Jimmy Cochran. Is he still alive?
In a literal sense. He's been held in a mental institution for years.
Right.
Let me guess. Since 81?
Either 82 or
Right,
83.
right. So somebody's
I'm
been
fairly
getting
certain it
them.
was early 83.
Somebody's been
Do
getting
you
them
remember the
around
name
about
of the
that
institution?
time.
Something starting with an E. Emerson.
Everton?
Or similar.
Ingstrom? Ingstrom Psychiatric Hospital?
That's
Yes,
quite different from those other names, but
you know
sure.
the place, Kathy.
I do. My mother is in there. Sharon Evans? I had her committed about a year ago.
Yeah.
I see. It must have taken a lot of courage to do that, Kathy. Mothers have a lot of power.
I don't know. I don't trust this guy.
More than most
I
of
don't
us
know.
care
I
to
just don't. I don't.
I guess so.
I don't think he's
Do you know why
trustworthy.
Jimmy ended up in there?
Some obsessive-compulsive syndrome. He became fixated with circles.
Obsessive.
And started hurting
circles.
himself, trying
Like
to
the
scratch the circles
those
out of his
lights.
Creepy. I wonder what set him off.
It's the
I think I'll
lights.
check the place out tomorrow. Too late to head back to the city now.
The lights that we saw before.
Can you tell me about the art theft?
Tell me about this art
Well,
theft.
Somebody broke in.
Somebody broke in, stole the paintings, got out.
and got
That's what.
out
That's how an art theft works. Yeah.
Lots of broken windows.
I mean, if they managed to,
The
if they
strangest
didn't get them
thing
out, then it wouldn't be
was
an art
that I
theft,
had
would it?
a Monet, a Rembrandt,
Obviously.
and 2 paintings by
Monet,
Picasso,
Rembrandt, and Picasso
untouched.
untouched.
But every single painting by an unknown
That is
local
odd.
artist gone.
That can't be a coincidence.
Agreed. Somebody wanted those paintings badly.
Yeah.
I assume there was
There's
an
something going
investigation.
on. Whether he knows
Yes,
about it or not, I
Sheriff
don't
Truman
know.
came
but-
by with his deputy
Sheriff
a few
Truman.
hours later, but they didn't have much luck. They found a few
Hmm.
hairs, which turned out to be from Ruffles, the family dog.
Ruffles, the family
stunning
dog. The way
police
he said
work
that,
right
it
there.
sounded like some kind of
Indeed.
cartoon
There
character.
was
You know?
a
It's
single
Ruffles, the
who said he could make
I
out
forgot what he said.
multiple
The
burglars
family
leaving
dog.
the scene of the crime.
There was a cartoon
Nothing
called
more than
Family
that.
Dog, wasn't there, years
So,
ago?
I take it the
It
case
didn't
was
last
closed?
very long.
Yes. I honestly didn't
I
care
think it was
much
particularly
one way or
very
the other,
good.
given the fact that my most expensive pieces were safe and sound.
At the time
I
with
think I'll
all
have a
those
chat
kind
with
of
the sheriff about the matter,
the
if
earlier
that's
sort
okay
of
with
kind of
you.
risque cartoons, I
Certainly.
suppose, you know,
I'll
stuff like
call
Beavis
ahead
and Butthead and all
instruct him
that. I'm
to
sure it
give
was
you
around about that
everything
time.
you need.
That'd be great. Thanks, Charles.
Anytime. But I'm curious. What's your interest in the painting?
I've just got a suspicion that
I've
there's
learned
something
that my
odd going
grandfather
on.
went to Sue and asked to see them, right before he had his injury.
Is that so?
Yeah,
Strange.
it is. Let's ask about the church.
What can you tell me about the Church of the Holy
Let's see
Trinity?
what he says.
They seem like any other church to me. But then again, I'm not their usual clientele.
No, probably not.
Weddings, baptisms, and funerals are just about what I can muster. And I always leave early.
Right. So he doesn't like to hang about. He doesn't like to speak to people. Let's show him the dictaphone with the message I created.
What do
I
you see
wonder.
in this picture, Charles?
Fireflies would be my best guess.
Fireflies. There you go.
They can grow
They can grow terribly large,
around
about the size of a
spots.
person's head. Don't think fireflies can grow to that size, to be
Thanks,
fair.
Charles. That's all I need for now.
You're welcome, Kathy. Come back anytime.
Yes, I'm allowed to come and visit him whenever I like. See you later, Claude. The nurse is gone because she has to deal with the guy that I tased. I don't know what kind of condition he's in after me doing that. He's not outside, is he? No. Okay. I'm gonna save my game. Unbelievably, I hadn't saved the game at any point there, but the game seems to run quite smoothly, so that's good. Anyway, that's going to be where I finish up for tonight. I hope you've enjoyed watching me play Kathy Rain. It's definitely an interesting game, with some interesting story elements, and a confusing mystery that I definitely want to find the answer to next time. So, probably tomorrow, we'll be back to finish this game off. That's assuming that there's not too much of it left. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm going to head off for now, and well, what more can I say? Good night for now. Well, in a second. Because of this chill out sort of music, I feel like I should close with something similar to kind of just smoothly take us out. So there we go. I don't know if that's going to work, but never mind. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Good night for now.